Punch got it. And Will, why don't you roll better tonight?
I hope.
Yeah.
All right. The recap's quick because we did a whole lot of just fighting shit last time. I updated the splash screen a little bit too. I don't know if you noticed that. I cleaned it up a little. All right. I'll take us back to Cragmaw Castle for the recap. It's raining really cool here, so I'm getting like stereo sound effects.
Yeah. Thunder and lightning going here too.
I'm in my basement, so I don't hear it.
Cleaned up the graffiti. Good.
No,
See
that
my
was
comment?
hilarious.
All right. So last time, like this time, we started mid-combat. So you guys were right in the middle of getting to the castle, and a bunch of goblins came running out, and you defeated those. A couple of them got away though and ran further into the castle and started yelling that there were intruders. So you guys kind of followed them in. Part of the group did, and just started like mowing them down one after another. Thornton and Deckard were a little further behind, up in the northwest sort of tower area, and caught up eventually. Once you guys cleared out a number of these goblins over here, Spargle, using some of his sort of abilities, managed to attract a familiar, which was a little lizard pet that he managed to find in a pile of rubble, who came out and sort of did his bidding. He commanded him to go
For about 30 seconds.
Yeah, he commanded him to go under a door in here to kind of like check out this area. But as soon as he got into this area, he tripped a tripwire and the whole ceiling collapsed and crushed him. Deckard shot and missed everything. That's a note. You guys ran into a kitchen dining hall type of area. There was a bunch of other goblins like running around, basically working, and there was a big like chef goblin like boss guy named Yeg, I think. But you guys immediately attacked all of them, and like everything else, just slaughtered them all. Once the leader Yeg, or the cook guy Yeg, died, there were a couple other ones that ran out of the room, ran out to the east side here. Again, further into the complex, but you guys chased them down. And there was like one left. Thornton tried to talk to one of the goblins in Orc, but that didn't work. So Blackwind talked to him, and he told him that he'd let them go if he gave him some info on what's in the castle. And he deceived the goblin, and he told him.
I was being truthful.
And you told him that there was like a big beast. Or no, he told you guys that there was like a big beast in Hobgoblin that the Hobgoblins had captured. But you didn't get any more information. And then you said like, yeah, all right, you can go. And then like as he was walking away, Deckard just like point blank fucking shot him right in the head. Barely even looked at him. Didn't care. Dropped him real quickly. Deckard tipped his hat, shot him in the head. Later, as you guys chased down two more goblins, got further into the building. Alaric ran in here and killed one. And the other one got up into this other room through another door. It was like a east barracks, and he was screaming that Yeg is dead, Yeg is dead. And Thornton went charging after him, but there were two really well-armed hobgoblins in here that he sort of ran into face to face. And then one of the hobgoblins got a real big hit on Thornton, scored a big crit on him, and drove a long sword real deep into his side. And took a lot of damage on that one. And then throughout all of this, you continue to hear this like intermittent like bird of prey type of screeching. The most recent time you've heard it, Thornton, you realize it's just south of you, through probably the door to the south.
Okay.
There's also some rubble around here that you can't really get through, but you can hear it kind of coming up over the top of the rubble. Yeah, and then so after that goblin hit Thoradin, it is back to Alaric's turn, who has come out of his coma and is now ready to fight again. Nice face. Yeah. So Oh no, I'm sorry. It isn't your turn yet. It is the other hobgoblin's turn. So this room, there were two hobgoblins. One here. This is the one that swung at and hit Thornton pretty hard. The goblin who's almost like cowering in the corner and really hoping that his hobgoblin friends are strong enough to fight you guys off. But it's this hobgoblin's turn here. When he sees Thoradin and is smart enough that realizes Thoradin's probably not alone, he goes this way and then disappears behind this curtain.
Ooh, slipping into something a little more comfortable, why don't you?
And now, Alaric, it's your turn.
Okay.
You guys hear the music?
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
You're like a tribal, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Yep.
I like it.
And you can adjust it if it's too loud or whatever. Yeah.
Neither of those hobgoblins have been bloodied yet, though, right? Like that.
No. I think Thornton. I'm not sure what you did when you ran in the room.
I tried to shit on them, but it didn't work.
Yeah. He rolled bad on his shitting ability. And no, I don't remember what you did. You just kind of ran in there. I think
that's kind of when we stopped.
Your whole action to get in there, I think.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Any problem with me getting there?
So
So
I'm sorry,
5,
I
10,
forgot where you started.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Where were you
sorry,
at in the
I
first
was
place?
I was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Unless I don't understand the terrain.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can make it there.
Okay.
And yeah, you kind of like squeeze into the room, kind of walk right past Thornton, who's standing in the doorway. You see the goblin cowering in the corner, and then this other one who's kind of, snarling at Thornton and engaged with him.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna run up there, still in just a fit of blood rage, and try to chop at this hobgoblin.
All right, roll an attack.
Oh, sorry, I don't have my dice roller.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
And again, these hobgoblins are pretty well equipped. They've got nice chainmail, shields, and longswords.
I am going to attack recklessly as well. Ugh. Ugh. 11.
Yuck.
I'm gonna say that doesn't.
11. No, you kind of you ran as far as fur. You ran as far as you
Ran
could.
as far as you could.
You ran as far as you could to get up there, and just didn't have enough sort of time to set up your swing real well, and you kind of miss him. But you're there now, and locked up with this guy.
Let's get all these bad rolls out of our system here early.
This other guy, the goblin in the corner now, it's his turn, and he's feeling a little more confident after he saw Thornton take that shot from the hobgoblin. So he pulls out his scimitar and tries to stab Thornton right in the back with it. .22 to hit.
What does that mean?
This is
8
bullshit.
damage. 8 slashing damage. Even though he pierced you.
That ain't good.
No, that
Are you
was.
pretty jacked up?
I'm in bad shape, my guy.
You can use some of your Jesus points.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Spargle, it's your turn.
Okay, can I see? I can't see shit. Can I? What's this over here?
That's a curtain.
That's a rock. This is a ferret.
This
Alright.
is a ferret.
15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm allowed to do diagonal. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
And you've got good terrain all the way there. You're not on any difficult terrain where I'm going to make you slow down.
Okay, so I can go
So
right
that-
here.
That was 30. That was 25 or 30.
30. Oh shit! I only have 25. I think. Fuck. I'm used to my other character. Sorry.
10.
10, 15, 20. If I'm here, what can I see? Do I have a shot?
The doors open, so you can see like a cone into the room. You can see both the hobgoblin and the goblin in the corner. Because your allies are in front of you and that goblin's cowering in the corner, I'm gonna call them in half cover if you try to attack them.
Okay, so I'm watching Thoradin getting walloped here, and in my little minute fashion, I'm getting pissed. All right, so I run over there, and I'm doing a chromatic orb on that hobgoblin.
On the hobgoblin, okay.
Dan, I still,
Blaze away!
You stole what?
I still can't move.
Oh fuck!
Oh, damn it! I should have worked on that.
You gotta wait till level 4 to get your move back.
What is it?
You rolled an 11 on your spell attack,
Yeah,
and what does that go?
I'm looking.
Range spell attack against.
I have to hit. Fucker.
Yeah. So that was
What
a
are
miss.
these, goblins on steroids?
You guys just are.
We just are not rolling very well.
Rusty or something. I don't know. You're a little
Is
worn out. You
Mark
guys
Ryan
haven't
here?
had a rest in a while. You've been just kind of tearing through this whole castle.
Albert Bell lives in this castle. He's giving everybody juice.
All right.
I haven't been through anybody. I've been missing
Yes. So you walk up. What kind of orb were you making?
chromatic.
And I don't know of what type you were trying to make it.
Flame.
But in any, yeah.
I
So
tend to, unless there's some kind of, I'll call if it isn't, but generally chromatic, I'm always gonna do fire. Just because
So you form this little sort of bocce ball sized orb of flame and shoot it into the room, but it just kind of you're trying to arc it, you're trying to angle it through the doorway, and it just goes clear across to the other side of the room and just sort of dissipates into the corner. All right, Thoradin, it's your turn.
All right. Well,
You notice the hobgoblin looking at the other goblin who stabbed you, and kind of making some gesture. He's kind of like he's holding his sword and shield, and he's like pointing at you, and nodding at the goblin, as if he's given some sort of orders or instructions.
I'm on one knee. I'm hurt. I'm in bad shape. So I'm breathing very heavily, very very labored. So I start reciting some incantation in my native language. Who's near me?
Orc? Is it orc?
So Spargle and Alaric just hear like, and all of a sudden my hands just start glowing with light. It's the light that I need right now to just channel all the healing. So I reach up to the sky and a huge beam breaks, if it's allowed to, breaks
Yeah,
through the
I love
castle
it.
walls.
I love it.
And it shakes the ground. And I use lay on hands for 15 healing points.
Ooh, that's a big
Little
one.
Healy bets, huh?
And
Is that
I
all?
guess
Is that all your? Is
that's
that,
my
is that
whole-
your whole pool of points?
That's my whole load. That's it.
Shot your
So,
load, huh?
So then I get up and I stick my chest out like I just got a shot of adrenaline in the chest, and I pull out Talon and my shield again, and I say, "By the might of Tyr, I will take you ugly bastards down." And
Nice.
I'm healed. I'm pretty good now. I'm not great, but I'm a lot better than I was.
Well done.
And I look at my companions and I say, "Let's get the ugly bastards." And that's it.
Little inspiration there. All right, so subtract your Jesus points and add them to your hit points. You should have. Looks like you're in pretty good shape now. Is there anything else that you want to do? I don't know if you can. You got to see bonus actions. You can do Hunter's Mark, Shield of Faith,
Yeah, you know
Vow of Enmity.
what? Thank you for calling that out because I do have the bonus action. So I'm going to use an action surge right here and go ahead and no, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what that is.
Hey, so you got to look at your Vow of Enmity.
Enmity?
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I will start doing that to enemies that I attack because that's a good call. I'm going to put Hunter's Mark on this Hobgoblin.
Okay. All right. Nice.
So you see like a little arrow just appear above his head, and it just keeps pointing down, a little red arrow, and that's Hunter's Mark. All right, cool, good stuff.
How's that? A little red dot on him now.
Perfect. I like it.
All right. All right. All right. Blackwin, it's your turn.
So there's no way to make it so I can move, right? This is like a mystery. Okay.
Just
Can
go
I
ahead and talk about what you're doing here, and I'll see what I can
Can
do.
I get
in a
through the
while.
doorway? And get through them?
Yes, you can move through all your friends' squares.
Okay. I would like to. I move through them. I just kind of walk through.
Why don't you ping where you want to go, and I'll try to figure this out. Sorry.
Hey Matt,
Yes.
have you done your oath yet?
Yeah, I have. I think Oath of Vengeance. I think I took.
Oh yeah, nice.
Uh,
Give it time, man. You'll be badass.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck everybody up. Oh, language. Sorry.
Yeah, no one's.
Wait, we could swear, right?
You could swear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
The fuck am I thinking?
I just prefer if we don't talk about my weight.
Okay.
Nobody was.
You've been
Does
losing
any-
weight, dude.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that guy's got some fucking issues, huh?
Are we ready?
Yep. Sorry, it's Dungeons and Crocuses. Sorry.
Did anybody else notice that Crocus has the lights on? You can actually see him at, like as a person.
I
Yeah,
wanted
no
to
more
do that,
shadow
dude.
creature.
Yeah, my God. Last week it was like he was wearing
Did
a
you not
veil.
Like, did you not like the shadow creature? Because I can bring it back.
It was a little scary. Oh,
No, that's
shit.
okay. We can see you there. Whatever you did last week was like we only saw your mouth.
because I was using my Mac.
Oh,
You
okay.
had some kind of weird
Problem
shadow,
solved.
like it looked like a visor.
That was my phone, and it was.
That was my phone. What a weirdo. That guy's so weird.
Telling scary stories.
So I come through, and I want to cast Primal Savagery. And as I walk past all you guys, I'm just like, you realize we could be sleeping right now. And I'm gonna swipe at the back of this hobgoblin's neck with my claws.
Nice.
So what you do is you put your hand down and you just sort of will your hand to grow into like this acidic claw. Is that basically what you're doing? All right.
Claws and teeth. I get teeth too.
I think it's or, right? It's either or, isn't it?
Oh no. Oh,
Can he
no.
get half and half? Like,
I think you have to
You channel
decide.
primal magic to cause your teeth or finger. Oh, can I bite him? I'd rather do my teeth. Can I bite the back of his neck like a bear?
Yeah.
I would like to do that.
And you got this.
just-
You've got this like bugbear cloak on, so you actually kind of look like this. You look like this bear, just like.
Right.
Do you make like a
thinking
little
about
bear
it,
noise? And,
Like I'm annoyed because I want to sleep and I want to get my spells back, but I'm just like, and I bite the back of his neck.
You actually
All
grow like fangs.
Yeah,
yeah. And they're dripping. They're like cobra fangs.
acid
They're like
mandibles.
long,
Yeah.
and there's just like dripping venom coming from them.
Which is
almost. It
probably
looks like-
scary for you guys, right? Like you didn't know that I could do
Yeah.
that.
There's
Yeah, that probably freaks
nothing.
everybody out a little
There's
bit.
nothing that you could do that would scare any of us at this point.
Really?
Yeah, dude, you were
That's
like
like
eating.
another thing, though.
You're like eating spiders and shit. It's fine.
I don't eat spiders anymore.
Oh.
So is that 1d10 there, Dan?
Yeah, you need to make a melee attack.
So that's not one. I don't roll 1d10.
You roll a d20 plus 5 to see if you hit them.
Oh, right.
First.
You think I know how to play this game?
Because
right?
you have to. Yeah, well, you're really big.
it's only your
for the first
6th or 7th session.
And you were
So
in a
it's
coma
always
for
plus
3.
5 because I have. Why do I get plus 5?
That's your
It's
bonus.
it's your
to
hit,
your proficiency.
spell DC. Yeah, I think.
Spell attacks plus 5.
Yep.
But isn't it a melee attack though? So wouldn't it only be plus 3?
Yeah, it works. It uses your spell attack though.
Oh, okay. All right, sweet. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, big hit. All right, yeah, and you're biting. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, you're biting. So yeah, you get around behind him. Yeah, you can flip through the room, and like as you're walking, you guys see him open his mouth, and the teeth just sort of retract, and he jumps onto the back of this hobgoblin. and you do see the bugbear cloak kind of go up, so it almost looks like literally like this animal jumping on the back of this hobgoblin.
What
So
color are my eyes?
roll your 1d10.
Did you?
What's he get 1d10 for? For biting?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. For biting.
How? What's
It's
that
called
ability?
Primal savagery.
Really?
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. I
That's
can do
like-
it as much as I want to.
it's
I'm
like
gonna
a
bite this
cantrip?
guy again. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Oh, that's a cantrip, huh? That's
It's a
sweet.
cantrip.
Oh my god.
I just
And
have to
like
be in melee range.
like booming blade, you get you get an attack with it. And the cool part, what I love about it, is that the spell is only semantic, meaning there's no verbal, so he's not like casting a spell. He can literally just like Wolverine claw it out, or like pop out fangs whenever he wants, because he could cast cantrip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of
I could just do it
Sneaky
out of
kind of
combat.
thing.
I could just do it
Yep.
whenever. Now,
Yep.
also, guys, remind me because I just picked this up. Guidance. Whenever you've got to do an ability roll, I can give you +4 to that roll if you remind me beforehand to do it. Whatever.
I just started using that on my alt. It's sweet, dude.
Is that attacks or just like if I gotta climb a wall and I need to
yeah, those things like ability
Anything
checks.
outside of combat.
Any
you
check
gotta
that
jump
you
over
know
a
it's like-
hole. You got to jump. You've got to cease. If you want to investigate anything, I can give
Yeah.
you +4.
Right.
As long as it's not like a reaction
Because
save.
Black one's a
you know
team
what I mean?
player.
Right.
Hey Crocus, can you try moving yourself now? I changed a few things.
Oh,
Hey!
Nice. All right, and yeah, so you jump on the back of this thing and sink these acidic teeth deep into its neck, and it starts screaming and kind of clawing up behind itself, trying to get you off its back.
Does Hunter's Mark apply to that?
No, that's just for you.
For you.
Oh.
that's too bad. I was hoping it would.
All right. And is there anything else you want to do?
No, I want to take a big chunk out of him. That's all. I just put a little heart on me because I thought it'd be cool, but then I realized it probably looks like I'm supposed to have half health. I don't know how to get it off. Sorry.
I think you just click it again and it'll go off. All right, so this hobgoblin looks pretty fucked up. Like he's got about half his health left. And then Deckard, it's your turn. Now you're the rest of the party sort of ran forward, and you just kind of been hanging back. It hasn't been your turn yet. So,
Gonna move up here. Do I see past the shroud we have up there at all if I move right there?
the shroud.
Yeah, the black. This part of the map that we haven't uncovered.
No, it's a big pile of rubble that you can't see over, and then a curtain in front of it. A curtain. This curtain. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a curtain right here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna I stow my hand crossbow and I draw my heavy crossbow that I have on my back, and I'm gonna shoot this hobgoblin.
All right. Same thing as I told Spargle. That gives him a little bit of cover because of the angle and the number of people that are in front of him and stuff. So, but yeah, you can take the shot.
Don't hit me.
All right. So he has like extra AC here.
Yeah. Half cover gives him like a +3 AC. I think 3/4 cover gives him +5. I have it right here. No, +2 AC. Yeah, he gets with half cover.
All right. 16.
Even without the cover, they got a lot of armor, so that missed. And this one actually it kind of like whizzes through and it gets past everybody, but it just like pinks right off of his shield. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else you can do?
Nope.
All right. This isn't the most ideal fighting conditions for you at this point. All right, the hobgoblin that's got black one on his back now kind of looks up over his shoulder and just desperate to try to get you off of his back. He takes his shield and swings it up and tries to smash you right in the face to kind of smash your head off of his shoulders.
Naturally.
Speaking of naturally, and as he does that, because you're on his shoulder like that, he he flings like just instinctively, with his shield and lets go of it, and his shield goes flying across the room and lands to the ground. He looks shocked for a second, and then he just grabs his longsword with 2 hands, and then just kind of continues to snarl at you.
Am I still chomping on him, or did I just take a bite and like back away?
You kind of like bit in, but you're still locked up with him in a way,
Like a
but you're not
panther.
still doing any sort of damage to
Did you
him.
say like a panther?
Yeah, like that. I'm gonna carry my kill up into the tree. I'm a puma, dude. I'm a puma. I even got pumas.
All right, Alaric, it's your turn.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the psycho.
Still just screaming and raging all over. Gonna try to swing at this hobgoblin again.
That's totally normal.
Are you still
So
raging?
angry.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
always
on my
raging.
7th turn of rage. I was gonna do it recklessly, although that hit. 24.
Yeah, it's a big hit. Nice clean hit on this one.
Do I still
I'm gonna
have
guess-
your
I'm gonna-
buff
I'm gonna guess
punch?
He's gonna be
Yes.
dead.
Okay, so that was 25 and 23. I forgot. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know how the fuck I'm
All of
supposed to
them
keep.
are
How am I
hits.
supposed to keep track of that? Between sessions, right? Like I can't. Can I like make a note? Whatever.
I don't know.
It's 1 damage and 1 hit, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
It's too bad under active conditions there wasn't a way to just add a custom little note.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they could do a little bit more with it.
But either way, you hit this thing. Okay, he dead.
He dead.
13.
Yep.
As
so
he
you
falls, I spit out a piece of his 5th vertebrae
Oh.
and just
covered
kinda-
in acid. It hits the ground and it's like sizzling on the ground from the acid from your fangs. All right. When that one goes down, this goblin over in the corner, like look even more terrified, realizing he can't kind of sneak back any further into the corner. He's going to use his action to disengage and move behind the curtain.
I hate that they can do that and get away without an attack of opportunity.
That's like one of their few things that they can do.
Yeah.
All right, but Spargle, it is your turn.
Oh shit. Let's see. I am still a little jacked up myself, but let me see here. Can I? Well, first I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna take out Stink Bag.
Yes.
And I whisper in his ear, and I tell him basically I want him to, I tell him, be careful, look out for trip lines. And I go, I want you to check out what's under that curtain there. And let us know.
Okay.
And I use my communicate with small animals feature, and
All right, and he's a weasel.
yes.
I was looking up his passive perception and stuff. So they have pretty good perception, and they have advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. Okay. So yeah, you do that, and Stinkbag kind of runs down your shoulder. You lower your arm to the ground, and he kind of runs down your arm like a little bit of a ramp, and then goes skirting around the little curtain. And then you hear from the next room over, you hear just an incoherent sort of shout from a goblin or hobgoblin, and then you hear some like stomping sounds as you hear Stinkbag squealing, and he comes running back in to the room and rolls back up your shoulder. What can you can communicate with him in what way?
Verbally, and let me look what else. I mean, yeah, I can talk to him.
Like you can carry on a conversation with him, or he can like
Yes.
convey.
Simple conversation.
Okay, so Stinkbag comes back and he says behind the curtain, there's a bunch of them. there's a door and another door, and I think they're coming back.
Okay.
They tried to squish me.
All right. I ask him, big guys, small guys.
He says, there's
Link
all of them,
established.
couple
Mic
of
off.
each.
Okay.
I couldn't tell, couldn't count them all. Like, there was a bunch of them stomping at me and running into another. There's a big room behind a door.
Okay. Would I, Dan from DM, like, what is that? Does that consist action of, for me, turn? What do I have left, if anything?
That's about it. I mean, we're talking about 6 seconds worth of activity there.
Okay.
I mean, if you had a quick thing or a little bit more movement, that'd be fine.
All right. So I don't repeat, like, without having to repeat it out loud. I relay all that information to the group.
Okay. So there's another room back there, and there's a few more of them, basically, and
Yeah.
that they may be coming back this way.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. All right. Cool. Thoradin, it's your turn. You feel a little bit better now. You just kind of gave yourself
Yes.
a divine heal.
Divine
And,
heal. Yep.
You stand back up, and you saw Spargo kind of messing with his weasel. And you're pretty sure that there's a couple more of these guys out in the next room.
Yeah. So I thank the light for granting me one final blessing. And then so I feel very inspired and ready for battle again. So I move forward over here, and I kind of like a little bit more cautiously. I kind of like peek around the corner to see if I see anything.
You're gonna pull the curtain back.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the curtain back.
All right. When you do that, you see an empty room, and then as soon as you're pulling that curtain back, you see this door that was here, kind of slam shut.
All right, so that's 5, 20, no, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then, like an episode of Cops, I kicked the door down.
All right, roll an attack on the door.
Yes, with pleasure. Do I have to hit or just attack?
Attack, like a hit roll, attack roll, a d20.
Oh,
Your melee attack, basically.
Okay. An unarmed strike. Okay.
Unarmed
Got it.
strike, yeah. Okay, so
Can I get a mulligan? Can I pay you $10 and can I get a mulligan? Like I'll Venmo you. Can I just...
You have to buy your mulligans before we start the session.
Okay,
Character,
fair.
dude, you just got your health back, and you're like, whoa.
All right, so Thornton walks up to the door. He kind of he's a stout little guy, and he walks in and he goes, boom, and he kicks the door, and the door goes flying open, hits a hobgoblin or something, and comes flying right back and knocks him in the face and knocks him back a square. And now the door is like swung open, and you see into the room a bit. You see the hobgoblin and the goblin chased into this room, and then you see, even though this may not represent it perfectly, I don't know what you guys see as a token.
Is that the Night King?
Is that Mike Pence?
No, it's the best thing. It's the closest thing I got. So that's
Mike.
Mike Pence.
welcome, fellow gamers, to King Grohl's Chamber.
That's what the
How many
Soul's just
how many
worked on.
people is this your first visit to Cragmaw Castle?
So fun.
Oh my god.
Okay, and no, so that is what you actually see there. is a female drow. Which I don't know if you have ever seen one before, but you see a female dark-skinned elf standing in the middle of the room,
So racist.
looking a little bit surprised that there's suddenly a bunch of shit going on in here.
So, do I still get a bonus action with everything that happened?
Yeah.
Can I apply Hunter's Mark since it expired because of it?
Yeah.
What I had it on. Okay, I'm gonna put it on.
That guy right in front of you?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And he is looking at you and snarling, but he's also looking over his shoulder deeper into the room. You're not sure why. All right, Blackwind, it's your turn.
So
You saw Thoradin push that curtain open after Spargle sent his weasel there. And he went running north in the room, and you commotion and that thing. And now you're...
So I'm still like picking flesh out of my teeth, and I'm like, so what does it look like in there?
Oh, it's bad, lad. There's so many of them.
Okay, so I cast Mage Hand, and I just pull the door shut again.
All right. Let me look at that real quick.
Turn
No,
slash.
whatever. You can do whatever you want. So you can go up 30 feet, which is enough.
I also want.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
All right, and I also want to move here next to him.
Okay. So Blackwind kind of walks past the curtain and next to Thoradin, and as he's doing that, you see him kind of move his hand, and he starts casting that same spell, and his arm extends out. The door in front of you, Matt and Thoradin, that you kicked, slams back shut. The hobgoblin kind of watches it, looks a little surprised that it's closing on its own.
And I drop a
All
hand
right.
on Thoradin's shoulder, and I say, "We should wait for our friends."
I could do that one. I could do that.
All right, Deckard, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move up here.
Ooh,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab Tums.
ooh, get
All
some
right.
for me.
Okay, so you move past that curtain
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
into this large round room, another one of the big towers, and it's just, again, ruined and a bunch of barrels and boxes and stuff. This tower has almost completely collapsed, although the ground floor still has a little open space that you're kind of moving through. Rotting crates and ancient barrels show that provisions were once stored here. A heavy curtain blocks a crumbling area to the south, which is where you came through, and an intact door leads east. I mean, you can tell from the map, but technically speaking, you're not entirely sure that door leads to where Thoradin and Blackwind are, but I think from your spatial awareness, it gives you a pretty good gut feel. Who just made that noise?
That was my daughter. Sorry.
Hey, what was that?
Wait a minute. That noise, I'm not joking. Exactly the noise that you guys kept hearing from the room to the south. I'm not kidding. That was perfect.
Can you bring her back in here? Can you
That's
have her just?
awesome.
Can you ever do that again?
Yeah, I could get. She does it all the time. She's insane.
What's wrong with Kawhi Leonard's laugh?
I'm gonna
One
move-
more.
I'm gonna go-
1 second, Deckard. I gotta check a thing. Hold on 1 second.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take vitamins.
Yep, and then to the north, a short passage through the rubble ends before a screen of canvas.
Screen of canvas.
Yeah, like there's like almost like there's like a big hole in the building, and somebody just like sort of taped up a big canvas to cover the hole.
Oh, got it.
Kind of like Shawshank Redemption, how he cuts the. Well, I don't want to.
That's right, like a Farrah Fawcett poster or whatever the hell that was.
So I'm
I
gonna
don't think
move.
Farrah Fawcett was born yet, but
It was
I'm
Rita
gonna move
Hayworth.
through the door
Rita
here.
Hayworth, thank you.
I'm gonna open this door.
Love that
Move
movie.
Okay, so Thoradin and Blackwind, suddenly the door behind open, and Deckard's standing there, cowboy hat and everything, and just standing in the doorway.
I go, what in the Sam Hill?
I'm like,
All right. Now,
And
Deckard, you would have a nice clean shot at that hobgoblin in front. the door were open.
So I end up here. Oh wait. Oh, the door's not open.
Oh, you're pissed. You have to be.
You opened the door into this room. The door in front of the hobgoblin is shut.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I just.
So
shut it.
then,
This is shut.
We're gonna open it again though soon.
You can hold an action.
yeah, I'll hold an action with my heavy crossbow. That
Your
first time
newly
I see
acquired?
something, when that door opens, I'm ready with a bolt.
You
To
can
shoot
hold an
whatever I
action
see.
so that his fire will go off, even if it's not
Yeah.
his turn. That's
Yeah. So we haven't done a lot of that, but that's something you can totally do each turn. Is you can hold an action. If you're like, if you have a very specific thing, like if this happens before my next turn, I want to do this. That's okay. You can do that.
excellent.
I'll have my heavy crossbow at the ready.
So this is
Nice.
working out. We're
I
gonna
like it.
we're gonna have a volley ready. This is gonna be good.
All right, and on that note, the door after the ghostly hand kind of eased it shut, comes flinging back open again. This time, you see the hobgoblin smash it open with his shield that is holding up his longsword, and he screams and looks at Thoradin as he's screaming. And Deckard, you get to take a nice shot as he's running out, like fully like flailing at Thoradin.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
17. No, 19.
Seven?
Sorry,
19 is a hit.
Oh, are you rolling in person?
Hey.
Are you rolling in person, Will?
No, I just rolled it in the thing.
Oh, I only see 11.
He doesn't add his modifier to it. Will's
17 was
slow
not a hit,
learner.
by the way.
No, I was just too lazy to do it. So,
Yeah, because you get a +8 on that, right?
yeah.
And your
So,
damage is D10 + 4?
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
on the heavy crossbow.
Oh, oh lad.
So 12 damage.
Oh, lad.
Okay, so this hobgoblin comes out, he smashes the door open with his shield, and he's got this long sword up, and he runs out, and this heavy crossbow bolt. You're used to seeing these little, twink, 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 the little ping, ping, ping kind of hand crossbows.
The shitty
This one has a much larger, heavier, and it has this heavy thunk as it sinks through, as it like gets through the chain mail, which is thick. It pierces with enough force, literally through the metal, and this hobgoblin's eyes just go wide as it just crunches to the side and is dead.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ooh.
That was a big hit.
You just one shot that hobgoblin? Dude, that's
Good thing was it was his turn, so he's
Does
not gonna
Deckard say
get
anything?
it.
Is he like, I still got it?
Don't
Like, you gotta be happy.
count
that
me
you
out.
finally get a
Yeah,
shot.
boys.
And I forgot to do this when I walked through the door. You guys, so in real time, the way that actually went down is I walked through the door and almost like simultaneously the hobgoblin came out. And like as I walked through, I went, howdy. And I shot him.
There we go.
There's a snake in my boot.
Alar. Oh, here it is. Matt's got something already. All right, Alaric, it's your turn.
This right here, this like campfire or whatever this was, can I move through this?
That's so good.
It's exactly what I thought.
You can get around it. It's gonna impede your. It's gonna take an extra movement to get through it. You can't land in that square. What it is it's just a big brazier. Brazier?
Yeah,
It's just a big-
Brazier.
A big, is it Brazzer?
It looks like a fire
Braziers.
pit with a bunch of coal in it.
Okay.
Big Brazzer.
I mean, so am I better off going around it?
I mean, you're not trying to go too far either way, right? You got to move.
Well,
Can he make it to the door is the question.
I mean, if I traveled through that brazier, I could get in. Well, wait a minute. This is the
It'll take
doorway
an
here.
extra-
This is the doorway
oh,
here,
an
right?
extra 5 to get through the brazier, through that square.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
I had no idea.
25.
Brazier.
I don't know if it is.
No, it is. I just looked it up.
Yeah,
5, 10.
That's
No,
about
that's-
that's about
Oh,
as
you
far
go
as I can
on.
get right there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 30.
Yeah, but I can't. I mean, that's through a doorway. I can't swing at that goblin.
The door's open.
You can swing at that goblin.
around it. Yeah.
Or you know what? That drow's still sitting right here, right?
Yeah, she is now kind of looking really wild-eyed. And Alaric, now that you're standing in the doorway, you see the entire rest of the room.
Ooh.
All right, so hang on here.
Is that
Oh,
Guinevere?
no, wolf.
All right, this chamber has been set up as a crude living space. There's thick furs thrown on the floor to serve as carpets. There's old trophies hanging on the walls. They don't look like the trophies belong to anyone in particular. They look like, like somebody bought a bunch of trophies from a garage sale that have spanned over decades and but set them up as their own. They're hanging on the walls. There's a large bed in the north, which is where you see that wolf. It's kind of like actually laying on the bed or by the bed, just kind of growling as all this activity is going on. And a brazier, why do I have to keep saying this fucking word? A brazier of coals burning brightly. That's what you see back in the corner here. And then a round table with several chairs stands to the south near the door that you just came in. Near the table on the floor is an unconscious dwarf who looks badly beaten. That's this guy.
That's not Gundren, is it?
He's
Oh, it is.
He's unconscious, so he's all bloody and purple face. Make a.
You want to do passive perception?
Well, no, you just asked me if it was Gundren, so I'll give you an active check.
Oh, all right.
But wait, why does it say
Make
his
an, make,
I'm sorry, Dan. I was making a joke because it says his name on the screen.
Yeah, it says his name.
oh, it does.
Yeah.
Does it say everybody's name?
No,
Just
just
says
says
Gundren.
Gundren.
Oh, okay. It must assume since you already know him that you recognize. Oh, okay. Either way, it is Gundren.
Okay. All right.
And you recognized him.
Okay. What is? I'm sorry. I was a little MIA. What has this drow done? Did it have
The
a
drow
turn?
has
Did it
done
have?
nothing
It had.
except sort of stand there. She is now that you've come in the room. She's sort of backed up a little bit.
Okay, and
as-
this
as
hobgoblin
the-
is obviously dead right in front of me.
He's super dead.
All right, I'm gonna.
He's got a crossbow bolt cleared from front to back, and he's laying on the ground. There's a hobgoblin like standing over him, kind of looking around by that table. Now across from the table, you see a very large bugbear, a very old-looking,
Right here.
hunched
the icon.
over. Yeah, it's the biggest bugbear any of you have seen. He looks very old, almost sort of a lot of scars, and like kind of his one eye is like a little closed a little bit. It's kind of hunched over a little bit, but he's bulky.
Deckard, will you add to my outfit?
And yeah. So
Okay.
that's it.
And you said this was a female drow,
It's a female drow.
She's just a little.
Pretty
so that
well
that
dressed.
that should be
No-
pretty
no-
pretty threatening for us, because female drow are the stronger sex of the drow.
Right.
Indeed.
That's right.
All right, you know what? So, Alaric's gonna when he gets up to the doorway there and sees the dead hobgoblin and that drow in the distance, he's gonna grab a javelin off his back and chuck it right at her.
Chuck it, baby.
Hold on a second. I got to do a couple things real quick.
Oh, what are you eating?
Popcorn, and I burned it, so I'm getting real close to throwing it out.
How much do you weigh?
Because it's fucking gross. How much do I weigh?
10?
215. 216.
You're never supposed to ask a girl her weight.
Oh, wow.
How much water are you drinking a day?
More than meets the eye.
Transformers.
All the water. Probably 4 to 6 bottles of water a day on
It's
average.
only Dasani.
Are they regular Poland Spring bottle like this?
Yeah. I probably drank 2 to 4 at work and then 2 at night.
I drink a lot of off-brand Diet Coke.
So Adam, double that.
Double it?
A gallon a day, 128 ounces.
What does that do?
I can do it.
Everything works better.
All right, I'm good, Adam. So say again what you were gonna do.
I'm gonna throw my javelin at this female drow.
I like it. I like it.
It's a lot. It's a lot of dice rolling, Dan. I don't like what I'm hearing.
Was just rolling,
It's no worse than Crocus that one time.
What do you mean?
just rolling.
Initiative for him.
I do.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
So she looks surprised when she sees you come in the room, and is not making any motion to attack at all. She's more trying to like be evasive.
12.
A 12 does not hit. Because she's kind of moving around shiftily, she just darts and darts, and you throw the javelin, and it just misses and lands on the ground.
Okay.
You do anything else?
Nope.
All right. This goblin who is standing next to the hobgoblin that Alark or that Decker just killed, he runs and hides underneath the table.
Nice.
Oh, bitch.
Good. Get out of here.
The female drow, after she dodges behind the javelin, she looks to the big bugbear and she goes, "Sir, you told me this place was secure." She points up to you, Alaric, and she goes, "Gentlemen, I'm sure we can work out an arrangement here. I have no interest in protecting these beasts. You're welcome to do what you wish with them. I only wish to leave here with one item, and I will definitely make it worth it for you."
Who's she talking to? All of us?
She's looking at Alaric and saying this, and she's looking for some response.
Solark is pretty reasonable. Full of
Yeah,
logic.
he's a good negotiator.
And you're still raging.
Right. So she says this like almost directly to me.
And now he froze.
I think
I'm gonna go back to
I think
the
everybody just froze. Go to Central.
No,
Yeah.
it's all you, I think.
It was everybody.
Whoa, that really waked my shit out. Hold
Matt, your left hand's moving way too much.
on. Let's try.
I have no video feed from
Yeah,
Casa.
Will is stuck.
Let me
and-
try East. Jesus Christ.
you-
man.
Oh, okay. I was doing it at the same time.
Will's pretending to be stuck.
Will, if he is, he's doing really good.
He's
Oh
doing
my
really good.
god, he's doing so good. Look at him. No, I think he's really stuck.
No, he's doing a
No,
good
he was moving. You could see his hat moving.
That
It's
was
hard to
good.
not blink.
That was good.
That was so good.
Will, how is this helping us play Dungeons and Dragons?
Wow, he's so mad right now, even in real life.
You just talk to the drop. You want us to do it for you, Big Daddy?
Wow, wow.
I'm in character.
You're virtue signaling really hard right now.
Why does
Who
everything
is?
keep lagging so bad? This is getting really annoying. Okay, so this is I start over. What did she say to me? She said she wants an item.
So
she wants an item,
you
right?
threw the javelin by her, and she looks to the large bugbear, and she says, "What's going on here? I didn't expect this interruption." And then she looks back to you, and she goes, "I don't care what you do with these beasts. I'm here for one thing, and then I'd like to leave, and I will make it worth your while. I have no concern with why you're here."
Oh man. I'm trying to role play it because like
Yeah. that's
Alaric
tough.
doesn't really. It's not his turn, so he can't do more about it. But I mean, he
She's
doesn't
talking to
really
you, though,
he doesn't
for
really
response.
give a
You
shit
can
what she's
say-
saying.
You can say nothing. You can growl at her.
Alaric says nothing.
Or you can say nothing. You just stare at her in silence.
I got that, Will.
Whatever you want.
Yeah,
dude.
he's
Whatever
gonna.
you want.
Ask her what she wants.
Shut the fuck up, Crocus. Alaric's just gonna pull his sword off of his back. Now that he's thrown his javelin and that didn't land, he's gonna pull his sword off his back, and just like, kind of like a baseball player would, just kind of like tighten his knuckles around the grip, and just
Yep, just
sit there
kinda
like
like-
in the ready position, just looking at her. He's not gonna say anything.
And she looks at you again and she goes, "Oh, you're the unreasonable one. I think I'll just wait to talk to maybe talk to the leader of your group." And then
Can I poke my head around the corner like I'm reasonable?
it's gonna be Sparkle's turn next.
Remember, Crocus, these things are all happening simultaneously.
And she does. She kind of like as you and her are having this exchange, she like dips behind the big bugbear. And it is Sparkle's turn.
That's a large negotiating.
I can't really get even anywhere near.
Just remember, drow are evil, especially female drow. Alaric's not about to
We have
he's not about to talk to people that are
a
evil.
scepter with some little snakes on it.
But what if we can like talk her into surrendering and then we get to kill her?
So go ahead, you fucking talk to her. Alaric's not gonna do it.
Does Sue have a
the
scepter
leader?
with snakes? What are you asking me?
The female drow.
No, unless I missed that.
Very good.
No.
I can't see anything from here, I assume, correct?
can see the cover.
No, I mean you can see like what you can see. So you see this like wolf. You can see into the room. You see the hobgoblin that Deckard took out, and you see a wolf just sort of now pacing in front of the bed over there. The wolf doesn't seem to know what to do. It's just I think you know.
Okay, so I do have a shot maybe at the wolf, right?
You would have a shot at the wolf, yeah.
So I reach up to Alaric, and I tug on his sleeve because I was kind of right in the next room here. I didn't really see what happened or whatever. So I run up there, and I'm right by him. I see this wolf in there, and I look up, I tug on Alaric your sleeve, and I just say, are we fighting?
What all do you see in the room, Sparkle?
I
Nothing,
can
right?
only
Because you're
see
not
the
even
wolf.
around the corner.
Damn. Yeah,
Sees the wolf.
I was in the other room.
So, I mean, I'm gonna
I was right here. And
since
I ran up here. From my angle, I can see this wolf. You know what I mean? Like, it's in my line of sight. But I don't see any of the other I don't know what just.
No, you've heard a lot of commotion and yelling back and forth. You heard a female's voice as you
Yeah.
were coming up. You didn't quite make it out. You see a dead hobgoblin in the doorway and a wolf pacing the bed.
So Alaric, if you ask Alaric if we're fighting, he is going to quickly tell you, as fast as he can, what's in the room. That there's a hobgoblin, a goblin, a Gundren's in there, and then a drow randomly. So there's a lot of stuff going on that maybe we didn't expect, and we need to get Gundren out of there. So yes, we're fighting.
Okay. So when you say yes or fighting, I shoot a. I say okay, and I shoot firebolt. What's the range on that? Oh, far. Okay, I shoot a firebolt at that wolf.
Okay. Make your attack.
Can I roll something cool? Oh. Okay. 18.
18. It's a wolf doesn't have a lot in terms of armor, right? It's just got some fur, so that's a easy hit.
So one thing you notice is that I look a little crestfallen. I've come into this castle, and I don't think I've hit a thing. I've tried to ignite anything I see on fire.
Siri, what is
so far all I've hit is stone. So I do look a little enthusiastic when I actually make contact, but doesn't make any damage. 4.
4 damage?
Yep.
Okay. You kind of like stand next to Alaric, and you're like, "Hey, are we fighting stuff in here?" And he's just like, "Rrr," he just growls and nods at you and kind of explains what's going on. And you kind of like try to arc a little firebolt right next to him towards that wolf. It hits the wolf. He jumps up in the air. His hind side is now like smoldering smoke, and he starts yelping a little bit. And now he gets down like in the snarling attack position. All right. You hear a roaring in the corner as the bugbear smashes the table in front of him.
With the goblin underneath it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What a bunch of
Dude,
dumbasses.
that's so funny though.
You dumbass.
He takes his so he is shit, I'm running out of windows here. He has a morning star similar to like the other bugbears that you'd seen, although this one's a lot nicer than what you've seen. He's got that in his right hand. He smashes the table with his left hand, and the table crunches to the ground, and the goblin underneath just makes one little and then you hear the rest of the crunching, you realize are his bones as the goblin is just smashed under the weight of this table. And literally like bones and everything just kind of crunched.
Once you hear the crunch, you're there.
Then he steps on that table and stomps over the top, and he says, "Who is breaking up my important meeting?" And then he swings his morning star right at your face, Alaric. Uh, 24 to hit.
Sure.
This is piercing damage. So I think are you having that right now?
Mm-hmm.
8 damage.
That's
but
halved. Okay.
Yeah. If you're, why are you having it? Because you're raging and you
Yep.
get. Okay. Yep.
So where's the bugbear standing right now?
Now he's standing. I don't know how to do this because they're not overlapping right, but I'm just gonna move this other hobgoblin out of the way. That hobgoblin's dead. So he's standing in the doorway now.
Huh.
In front of Alaric, and he's like sort of locked up with Alaric. And that's wait a minute. Hold on a second. Shit. Oh, it's included in the tab. Okay, yep, we're good. And that's it. He's now like standing there sort of growling, and he sees the others in the room, and he doesn't seem afraid at all. He's just sort of snarling. Bad choice of words. He looks over at the wolf and he goes, "Snarl, attack!" And Thoradin, it's your turn. Now you guys are all clustered together in this room. There's a doorway with this giant bugbear standing in front of it.
Am I able to squeeze through Alaric and get in there, or?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna.
If you try to move to any square that's beyond King Groll, he's gonna get a free attack on you.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So I squeeze past Alaric because I'm a dwarf and I'm a little bit smaller, and I go, "Watch where you're swinging that thing, lad. Let me get through you. I want a piece of him too." So I go right there. I apply Hunter's Mark. Wait,
Okay.
no. Can I do that? Because
Yeah, it's a bonus action. You can do it first.
I believe so.
Yep.
okay, because I'm just transferring it because it was on the last target. It was on died.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Oh. Did you when you cast Hunter's Mark initially, did you click off a spell slot?
I cast. I hit the cast button. At the top
Oh, you did.
Of the
Okay.
spell.
Okay, good. And so that's concentration up to an hour. All right. Yep, we're fine.
Okay, cool. So he's got Hunter's Mark. I pull out Talon, and instead of
You're out of spell slots, by the way, just so you know.
yes, correct. I think I used all 3 of them, right? They're
Yep.
all done? Yeah.
Yep.
So I pull out Talon, and it's glowing, but instead of trying to slash him with it, I have it in like a stabbing. And I want to
Yeah,
stab.
you're like stabbing it like
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Because he's really big, right?
Yeah.
I want to get him right in his calf.
2 to 3 times your height. You
Yeah,
know.
so I want to get him right in his. I want to get his ACL. That's really what I'm going for.
All right,
I'm going to say that
all right,
OOC.
all right.
I'm trying to go for his ACL.
Drive it right through his big fat Adam calf.
Hey.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Oh wow!
That's a compliment.
I know we were
Good.
going to talk
I
about
didn't
his
mean
weight.
fat. I meant muscular.
Adam, you do have some calves.
I got the
We
nicest
agreed on
calves.
that in the Slack channel that Adam's not in, but we were going to talk about his weight.
I get a lot of compliments on them.
All right, so here we go. This is Hunter's Mark. So I get
After all those theatrics, I hope you hit.
I never do though. That's the funny thing. So I get an extra 1d6. I got to hit him though. All right, so let's do this with Talon. That's a 20 plus 6. Okay. 20 plus 6. I'm the worst roller in this game. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
not a hit,
so
yeah.
that does not go through. You, even though Talon's full of rage, you just can't sink it through the thick hide of his hide armor.
I'm just gonna go full healing spec at this point. It's just pointless.
Can you do anything else? You got Hunter's Mark on him at least, so that's good. Blackwind, it's your turn. You're back in the corner there. You're getting hard to see into the room at this point. You got Alaric blocking a lot of the doorway, but it's your turn.
Can I see the wolf or no?
You can see the wolf behind a bunch of people, but it's not a clear sight. You don't have a clear line on him.
Could I cast Speak with Animals?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do that.
Let me see how that works real quick. What's going on with that? You don't have it's a level 1, but you don't have a spell slot.
Oh, it's a.
Oh, you can you can cast it at will because it's an Eldritch invocation.
Okay.
So you don't have to use a spell slot. So it's 1 action. It's
Can I
yeah,
move
okay.
past? Can I move past the bugbear without him attacking me, or is that what I?
You can move. You can't. You have to. If you move, you have to be a square next to him. If you try to move a square away from him, past him, he'll get to attack you.
Okay. So I walk into the room and I cast Speak with Animals on the wolf.
Well, you cast Speak with Animals on yourself, and now you have the ability to speak with animals,
right.
so you can now say something.
Okay. So I say, how are you this evening? I'm sorry that my friend set you on fire.
Okay. Now, the animal is limited by its own intelligence and how much it can communicate. And a wolf has 3 intelligence, so they can communicate at about like a 2-year-old level, maybe a 3-year-old.
I say, are you a good boy? I want him to attack. I want him to attack the bugbear for us, and and then
so
you guys end up not killing him for me.
Yeah.
Since
So
you
when
have to kill every dog that we
say,
kill.
"Are you a good?" You say, "Are you a good boy?" And the wolf says back to you, he says, "I kill the intruders. My master's being attacked. I kill the intruders."
Okay. I will give you a lot of meats and treats if you kill your masters, because we're gonna win.
Make a deception check, and then this is the last thing you can say to him this round.
Okay.
Meats.
I
and
hope
treats.
this fails miserably.
That
I'm
should be-
sorry, but I do.
That should be like a.
Is it 1d20 plus 5?
It is whatever your deception is. Yeah, so you get a +5 on that.
I hope you get a 1.
Oh no, I'm sorry, persuasion. It's the same thing. It's still +5, but we're calling it persuasion.
Oh, not good. Not good, Blackwood.
I get to roll again, right? 'Cause
Oh,
I
you
rolled-
don't.
That was deception that I rolled.
No, it's
good.
the
Would
same
Would you get a
thing.
+4 to that?
That thing's gonna
Yeah,
come over
that's
and fucking chew your jaw off, Dan.
I thought he gets a +4 from some spell he's got.
What is?
He didn't get guidance cast on him by Matt, if that's what you meant.
Oh, Matt has guidance.
Matt could No, I'm sorry. Blackwind has guidance, but he would have had to cast guidance on himself to get the.
And I couldn't do guidance and talk to the animal.
Got it.
No. Because that'd be an action.
Okay.
You'd have done it the
Sorry.
previous turn. So the wolf it just snarls back and it says, "Kill you all. Leave my master alone." Deckard, it's your turn.
Dumb wolf. Tried to have
Anybody? I missed that. What happened? I froze. Did I freeze?
Did you?
I keep freezing.
you that. No, I can't do it.
Yeah. So he didn't convince the wolf. Just said, "I'm gonna kill you all."
So now, if we kill the wolf, I don't want to hear anything. You
It's
guys
my
are
turn.
good. You should save dogs, and Sal should save cats. You guys should open a fucking
Yeah, I
animal
stay-
sanctuary.
I stay right where I am and fire this heavy crossbow again at that bugbear.
I mean,
Alright.
if that wolf started attacking for us, that'd be sweet.
It would be. That would have been cool.
27 to hit.
Was it a natural 20?
No, it was a 19.
Okay. Well, anyhow, it's a good solid hit.
Of course. 7 damage. No, 5 damage.
5. No. At least it's a hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a modifier at least. I'm like,
Is that the first hit you guys have had on him? I guess so.
Probably.
So the the big heavy bolt goes through his shoulder and he goes and he like snarls and he looks around. At this point, the bolt hurt him, but he looks back at Blackwind and suddenly his eyes go wide and he's staring. I better wait till Blackwind gets off the phone. So, are you there, Matt or Crocus?
I'm sorry, my roommate called me and I didn't
No.
know if it was about his dog. What's
No, that's cool. So after he gets hit by this heavy bolt by Deckard, he kind of spins around. He's looking and he notices you, Blackwind, behind him,
great.
and he looks and his eyes get real wide, and he goes, "Clark?"
Clark.
And then he seems to not even notice anybody else around you, and he turns his body fully to you, and he starts winding his Morning Star up, and he goes, "What have you done?"
Well,
At that, the wolf that you were talking to starts bounding over and tries to jump onto Thoradin's back.
What?
And starts trying to like bite at him.
The fuck that?
Natural 20.
Oh my! I can't fucking win tonight, man.
yikes.
hey, just see real quick. There's somebody
you
that I
don't
went to
have
rehab
enough-
with that posted a picture of herself and said 2 months sober, 8 months pregnant.
Who did?
That's so
Whoa,
Oh, get the fuck out.
You should just
It looks
reply
really
and just
good.
say wrong order.
Like, that's backwards.
2 months
Who
sober,
posted
8
that?
months pregnant. And she's got this girl I went to rehab with. She's actually really pretty. But then it's got the little smiley face with like the tears coming out of her, like ha ha ha. You.
Wait, I thought you were in a coma.
What do you mean? Oh. Well, I was on the astral plane trying to get over my spider addiction.
All right. This wolf, incensed by Blackwind trying to convince him to kill his own master, and just
I'll be
out
right
of
back.
anger,
Real quick.
and yep,
All right.
and he sees this short dwarf, and he sees like a sizable, like something that's his size that he can take down. He jumps on top and starts biting into your neck, very similar to what Blackwind did to the hobgoblin earlier.
I just made everything worse trying to. Talk. But I'm not gonna. Anytime we see a dog, sorry, I'm gonna be like, hey.
Look, this is a great lesson. You have good intentions, but they don't
But
always
if I had
play
rolled,
out.
it would have been amazing.
Says the guy who let a goblin come with us.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Good
Talk about good intentions.
He's right. Good intentions. That's right.
The road to hell is paved with them.
All right. And it tears so deep that you feel this like little clicking sound, this little snap, as you realize its bottom teeth have like dug into your jugular. And you're like, oof, and you know, like that's not good. And you kind of you take 11 points of damage, and you need to make a strength check.
All right. Luckily, I'm pretty good at that.
Okay. You feel the weight of this creature trying to pin you to the ground, but you even though you're holding your neck, you just kind of hold yourself upright and just shrug it off. It was trying to pin you to the ground, but you didn't let it. Okay, Alaric, you walked up, you opened this door and just carnage erupted in front of you, and now you're kind of just standing there in the doorway, toe to toe with this big, huge bugbear. Probably the first creature that you fought that actually you have to look up to see his eyes.
Still not intimidating for Alaric, so I mean,
I'm gonna give you this last round of rage. I haven't been keeping track.
I'm
It's been
at
a while.
7.
Oh, you're keeping track.
Weren't you at 7?
I put it on a little notepad right here. I'm sorry. That last round was 7. Now this is 8.
Okay, cool. That's cool. If you're keeping track, I'm good with that.
Yep.
Dan was gonna fucking short shift you.
Well, he's been enraged the whole campaign.
He has been. Are you gonna collapse exhausted at the end of this? Because I can't. Watch you.
I can do it like 3 or 4 times per long rest, and it's each rage is 10 rounds.
That's sweet.
You need a lot of
And a
therapy
round
to
is
understand.
a round is 1 attack. So
We're
10
gonna
minutes.
talk about Alaric's feelings after this.
Yeah, we are.
Alaric.
That reckless
Alaric.
attack.
It's
Sorry.
it's Alaric.
Yeah,
Alaric?
reckless attack's
Alaric?
pretty ridiculous.
Alaric.
That-
I'm also like a frontline kind of tanky guy, but I'm running around with 16 AC. So
Alaric.
Hey, who's the leader of the group of the party? Is it Thornton?
God help us all. If I am, God help us all.
Like, who's the
Yeah,
character that's like
Ponch,
in
reckless,
charge?
a reckless attack's cool, but they get
I
advantage
don't know
on
if
him.
we really
too.
have one.
I know, but like with the nature of his character, where he just doesn't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's overpowered. I just think it's sweet with his character that he just like
I think
gets
it's very
in there,
cool.
just like,
so I'm gonna swing at this bugbear. Right, that's the one running around with the fucking flail, or you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna chop at him as quick as I can. I'm gonna do it recklessly.
kick his ass.
So 26, almost a
Nice
crit,
roll.
and 19.
Okay.
Oh, he's super dead.
Oh, so dead.
I don't know about
But he
super
didn't even
dead.
get-
He
he
hasn't
just
even.
noticed that
Has he been
card.
hit yet?
Yeah. He's got one heavy bolt sticking out of his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Did you plan that? Him recognizing Clark? Because that's hilarious.
I wrote it down to make sure, like, if
Clark.
it happened, it would. Yeah.
All because he made that.
Clark!
bugbear. Dude, that was like in March.
Uh-huh.
So 13 damage.
Okay. This is with your greatsword?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You hit him. So he's got a bolt sticking out of one shoulder. You hit him. Take another chunk out of that side, and he kind of fall. He kind of sways to that side because of the weight of the hit, and then he starts snarling at you again. Or he looks at you out of the corner of his eyes, but he looks back at Blackwind. He's still staring at Blackwind.
Kill him, please.
So I'm gonna frenzy, and I'm gonna swing at him again.
Nice.
All right.
Now this I cannot do recklessly, so I just get one swing. 22.
That's a good hit. Don't forget, you're going to get a level of exhaustion now.
Right, yeah. Once this rage ends, which I'm getting close to. 14 to hit, or 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
Nice, dude. You put a lot of hurt on that guy
Your
quick.
DPS is off the charts, man.
All right. So yeah, and then you kind of hit him in the shoulder, and he growls at you. He looks at Blackwind, and then you pull their sword back again and hit him again. And he makes a similar sort of yell and growl, and he's starting to bleed from multiple different areas. And he's just starting to like almost like he's got this like almost like gargling kind of scream where he's almost just foaming at the mouth and not making any sense, but he's clearly enraged.
Is he still alive?
He's doing all right. The goblin under the table is squished, so he's not going to go.
Uh-oh, here comes Mama Cass.
Who?
Mama Cass.
It's Mike Pence, dude.
What's
yeah,
what's
Gonna die from a ham sandwich.
what's Drist's mom's name? Mother Matron.
Something
Matron-
with an-
Matron Malice.
Wolf?
Matron Malice.
Lolth
is the god.
Is it Malice?
Mother, yeah.
Matron Malice.
That's
Where did-
Drist's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's
person
been a long
disappeared.
time since I've read those.
Looks like the bitch left.
Yeah, Mother Malice Do'Urden.
Yeah, the drow disappeared from the map, Dan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody sees her at the moment.
Oh, you said. Sorry,
All right, Spargle, it's your
I thought
turn.
that was an accident.
Before he's gonna take my head off. Will you make a kilt for me out of him?
Yeah.
I want to
Your
just have
bugbear
full-
three-piece
I just want to have full bugbear regala.
It's a good set.
I'm gonna go shirtless
sorry.
with just the bugbear shoal and then the bugbear.
All the
kilt.
people in Neverwinter will know you
Yeah.
raided Cragmaw Castle when you're standing around.
All right, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb again, but this
Okay.
time I'm gonna do it as a level 2, which will be my last level 2 spot. And I'm gonna shoot it for the big guy.
Okay. So you make a spell attack.
Yeah. Come on, something decent. Is that 13 hit?
So you form another bocce ball size ball of flame and you fire it in like right through the doorway past Alaric. Grawl now, or this bugbear is now turned towards Blackwind. The orb hits him in the shoulder and erupts into a flame, but he just kind of goes like this, and he snaps his head over at you and just spits, and looks back at Blackwind and tightens his hand on his Morning Star. Is there anything else you can do? Sparkle, is there anything else you can do? Or you want to do?
You could dive in front of me. And
I
take
want
the
to
body
roll better tonight. But no, I don't have any other options.
There you go. You win.
The crocus roll.
The whole building collapses, and
That was a long time.
That was funny
Okay.
though. I'll never forget it.
so after he pats out the fire that hit him in the shoulder, he puts his other hand on his Morning Star and he tries to bring it down straight on Blackwind. He says, "You killed Clark."
You pay.
What's up, bro?
Hey, can you get out of my friend's room, please? Because he's trying to play D&D.
Alright, cool. Just let me know.
Yeah. Yeah, can you get out of
Can you
his
say how was hockey? Just
All my friends say hi.
room? Oh, we
Oh,
did.
did you ever play against Hudson when did you play high school?
Oh my god.
Did you ever lose 21-3 in
Did you
a
ever lose
hockey
21 to
match?
3?
Something like that.
Not that I remember.
My buddy here played Hudson hockey, and he graduated in 04.
I don't know. It was something ridiculous. We had double-digit
Three,
score.
I don't know.
Did somebody pull a blade off of their leg and try and kill you?
What year was this?
I don't know. 03 or 04?
03. 03 or 04.
Anyone ever try and stab you with a blade?
Drew Troy was on
You
his
probably remember that. Who was?
Drew Troy.
Drew Troy?
Yeah, I remember Drew Troy.
Was he cool?
He graduated.
Was he cool?
He graduated in 03.
Was he cool?
Oh, so then it must have been an 03 game.
No, Drew. If Drew was on the team, and then Alex Carr and me and Steve. No, I don't remember losing 21-3.
He does remember it.
I'll have to Google it.
Kick his ass, Will.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Maybe like 2001.
Beat his ass, Will.
remember.
We'll figure it out.
Well,
Small world.
it is. You sure you don't want ice cream, dude?
Yeah, I can't leave. My friends are gonna yell at me.
You want me to get you
264 more days until hockey
No, it's okay.
tryouts.
I'm good. Thank you.
Can we do a deception check on Will with the 21 to 3 thing?
Dude, I don't know if it was exactly 21 to 3, but it was like we mercied him.
So is Drew Troy really good?
Drew Troy was a good player.
He's the Wayne Gretzky of Hudson.
His name. He sounds like a Mighty Ducks character. Gordon, stop quacking.
Okay, so this big bugbear brought this Morning Star down on Blackwin and hit really hard.
Oh.
So he did 8 damage.
Oh. Okay. How? Where does it hit me? Like, describe it.
So you're about a few feet shorter than him, and you literally like bring it down on your head. You sort of like kind of like duck down a little bit, so it kind of hits you in the square of the back. It almost
Ooh.
kind of sends you to the ground, but instead it just sort of busts open. Your whole back just starts gushing some blood.
Ugh.
I don't know how bad. I don't know how bad of a hit that is for you.
It's not too bad. I have
Okay.
16 hit points left.
Left. Okay. So yeah, I mean it was a 30 your hit points, so it's a pretty solid hit on your back. That's all he can do at the moment. And Thornton, you now have this wolf behind you that's trying to like pin you to the ground and just tore the shit out of the back of your neck. And this bugbear in front of you is just swinging around, smashing everybody with a Morning Star.
If I move out of range of the wolf, will he get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. Unless you use an action to disengage.
All right. Okay. I want to finish off this bugbear.
Okay.
So,
I'll try talking to the wolf again.
yeah, could you? Thanks. So I get the wolf off of me, and
Good job. Thanks.
I'll get back to you in a minute. I want to finish this bastard. So I take the sword out, probably won't fucking hit him again, and I try and drive it right through his chest.
All right. Roll your attack,
Well,
and you still have Hunter's Mark on him, right?
That's not gonna matter. See what happens. It's fine.
Hunter's Mark gives you an extra damage roll, right?
Damage, yeah. Yep. All right, here we go. 17, 35%.
17. Good call.
That's
like
a
it.
big hit.
Go for
That's
the
a good
core.
call, baby.
That's a good. Yeah, it's
That's it.
yeah. So this time you stab again with your with Talon instead of slash, and this time you can feel as it kind of gets through that first layer of his hide armor, and you know it's sinking into his flesh. Go ahead and roll your damage and your Hunter's Mark.
All right, so this is the sword's base damage.
Nice. Okay, that's
And
big.
It's a 1d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm. So 14 total.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're so Talon sinks in deep. And then as you do it, you kind of like twist a little bit because of the innate sort of magical intuition you have that you can do a little more damage by driving it towards his organs. So you hear him like scream, and then your sort of Hunter's Mark extra little twist. You hear him like really sort of like, now this time it's not like an angry scream. It's more like a scared, like, oh shit, he realizes he's in trouble now. As now he's got a good sort of gushing blood wound on his thigh, and he is now starting to look super fucked up. Blackwin, it's your turn.
All right, so I shake it off. I reach back to see if I'm bleeding. Check the blood on my hand. And then I
It's
lick
covered
it.
in blood.
And then what?
I
You
like
do
it.
what?
You notice
You
that
like
like, the nape of Clark's neck on the cloak is kind of exactly where the Morning Star hit, and it's sort of split open a little bit, and you're thinking, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to get that tailored."
So I, my natural inclination is to try and talk to the pupper again, but I'm gonna have to just
Did you say
grow my
pupper?
teeth back.
Like a doggo, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
doggo,
it's like
little,
a small
little
doggo.
puppy dog, puppy rogue.
So I grow my teeth back. I cast Primal Savagery.
Grow my
And
teeth.
I
Alright.
just spray it in his face.
So just
I
as
don't
this
wanna fuck
wolf
up time.
jumped on Thoradin's back, you guys see Blackwind almost sort of mirror the same activity, and his teeth come flying out as he leaps towards this bugbear. Go ahead and roll your attack. Get plus 20 d20 plus 5, I think.
Do you have rabies or?
I do.
He's got this heavy hide arm, animal skins and stuff, and your teeth sink in. Like you get in the right area, but as you bite down, your fangs just don't get through the hide material, and so you don't do any damage to them.
But I got a mouthful of fur.
But now you got a whole bunch of rotting moose carcass in your face. Deckard, it's your turn.
Should have talked to the wolf.
I'm gonna shoot him again with my heavy crossbow,
All right, so you're just standing back with this big crossbow, and you
He's
reload
gonna
another.
end it.
and I miss. 15.
Oh.
Yeah, you just missed though. So you're standing back a little bit. You're trying not to hit a lark, and you just shoot a little bit wide. Can you do anything else?
Nope.
The wolf is now sees that this little bearded guy in front of him is really hurting his master, and he just continues to try to mow on your back and do basically the same thing he did last time, and start attacking some more. 19 to hit.
Oh my god, that's a hit.
How do you know if it's a hit? What number?
AC,
my
you're just
armor
going off your
class.
AC.
Yeah, my armor class is 18, so he has to roll above an 18.
18 or above.
18 or above.
He does 5 more damage and make a strength check.
Oh shit.
Isn't that only if he runs and attacks?
Oh boy. How much damage was it? 5 damage?
It was 5 damage. And what did you roll on your strength check?
10.
A 10. And also this time, because of all the commotion and everything that's going on, you're in the middle of this fray. This time the wolf sort of bears its weight down on your back, and you collapse to the ground, prone.
All right.
Should have talked to the dog.
A prone, your only motion is to crawl unless you stand up. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and if someone attacks you, they have advantage against you.
It's looking good.
But that's it for the wolf.
At least you can pray to the light while you're down there.
Wow. I know who I'm throwing up on again.
I'll help you.
I know
What do you mean?
Throwing up on you.
What do you mean, Alaric?
Hold him down. Shut
What
your
did
mouth.
I do to Alaric?
Shut your mouth, elf.
Hey, Rapid Wolf, who we never met. You want to be friends?
I'm half elf, and it
All right,
almost worked.
Still an elf.
Alaric, it's your turn.
All right, he's still just gonna take a swing at the Morning Star wielder in front of him.
Save me,
All
lad.
right.
Save me.
I
Help me.
assume if I kill things, that'll be saving you.
That'll
The
help.
half orc will take care of it.
That's a big hit.
I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Oh!
Hey!
No! That's it! Oh, I hope this is good. This better be
Good
good.
night.
Well, it is good. It's
Good night.
a crit.
But your
so-
narration is the best part.
Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Roll your damage for me first. So you did get a crit.
So when I score a critical strike, I roll one of the dice an additional time and add the extra damage to it.
Right.
I
You
don't
roll
know.
your base damage again.
Okay, so that means I'm rolling 2d6 plus 4. So I basically roll 3d6 plus 4.
No, I think it's 46.
Oh, because of because the crit and then because of the racial, it should be 46.
Yeah, we don't do.
Wait. What is a great sword's base damage?
2d6.
2d6. So you roll 4d6 is the base damage you're rolling with the crit, but you're only adding the modifier 1. So it's 2d6. It's 4d6 plus 4.
Right. Well, it's 4d6
Plus
plus 7. Because I'm raging, so I get +2, and then I have the thing from Punch, so it's another 1. And this just adds it once.
That's
so
right.
21.
Okay, so Alaric has not moved from this one spot. Like everybody else, all this commotion, and there's people running around him, and the dwarf, and the bugbears attacking Blackwind. There's crossbow bolts going left and right, and fireballs coming around him. But Alaric has literally just been standing feet planted, toe to toe with this thing, and he finally gives. And his rage has been going on for what seems like a while now, and you can tell he's starting to get to that point of exhaustion, or to like he almost doesn't have any more rage in him, and he gives that one last adrenaline sort of burst. And he takes his two hands, fucking He-Man style, and just goes straight down the middle. He's like, not trying to be tricky and get the right angle. He's just brute force going top to bottom, doesn't care what he's going to cleave through. Clark at the last second, starts to swing his arm up to get the Morning Star, kind of just an instinctively sort of block it. Alaric's greatsword comes down with such vicious strength, it cleaves through. Not Clark, King Groll, cuts right through his arm, and then halfway through his skull, as you see his just head split open, and just what you think are guts and eyeballs and just whatever comes out of his face.
Oh my god!
As his arm hits the ground, the Morning Star clanks to the ground, and Clark just collapses.
Yes.
King Groll. I keep saying Clark. This is King Groll. And
If it was Clark, that'd be a trip. If it just came back.
I know it's not my turn, but I step forward and I peer over around Alaric and I go, "Fuck, Alaric! I was gonna skin that shit for Blackwind."
It's still skinnable. It's just his head. I don't need his head.
It'll make a nice kilt now, but you're not going to mount
He's like 18 square feet of fur. I just need I have narrow hips.
Hey, carpet a small room. Yeah, he is super fucking dead. That was an absolutely massive hit. He actually had 19 hit points left, so
That was a banger, dude.
you needed that big of a hit.
That was a banger.
That was a banger.
So when he goes down, you guys hear the woman's voice again, and you see stepping from the shadows the drow woman again, and she says, if you guys could calm down this vicious animal in the corner, maybe we could get to business. She says that to you. She says that to the three of you who are sort of in this room: Blackwind, Alaric, and Thoradin.
I would like that too, very much.
I mean, I could talk to it again after.
Yeah, could you lad?
So
Actually,
when you say the three of us, that's me.
Yep, you, Thoradin, and Blackwind is who she's sort of addressing. 'Cause you're standing right in front of her. And then Blackwind, your spell.
Oh, it's still going.
I think so. I think it's good for 10 minutes. So yeah, you're still good.
Can I
You can
talk or do
continue
I have
to
to wait for
talk.
my turn?
No, we can have a quick little bit of a conversation mid-fight.
Okay.
Alaric's
Okay, so
Alaric's
I just
gonna hear
say-
that and just kind of. He's just gonna sit there and try to collect himself and try to normalize his breathing after that
Are
massacre.
you done raging, or do you have one more round of raging?
I have one more round of raging.
Okay.
As long as I attack again.
Right.
So I just say,
Otherwise it
Master Dead, you be a good boy now.
You hear the wolf reply back. Kill you all. And it's just snarling, and it says, "Master not dead. Master won't die." It's too stupid to realize that its master's even dead.
He's so dead.
So stupid.
It doesn't even understand.
All right. Sparkle, you're up.
Anybody else want to address the drow? Respond to her.
I got nothing to say. I'm pimped. Actually,
Tell the drow to make the dog to call the
yeah,
dog off.
I would like to say that. I'd like to say to the drow bitch, oh, could you help? Maybe you have some sort of magic spell you could get this wolf off of me.
Yeah, just tell it to stop.
She says, I was just here to see through a transaction. I don't know anything about this vicious beast. It seems like you guys can take care of it quickly, I would hope.
Oh, don't you drows be knowing magic spells?
She says, I'm sorry, I'm not a spellcaster. She draws a thin dagger out and she goes, I can help you kill this dog if you need it. You guys seem pretty capable.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, I could use a hand.
Okay. She says, okay. It's not her turn, so Spargo, you can do something.
Okay. And I can move through the corpse of
Yep.
whatever.
Yep, you're gonna walk right over his big mound of a dead body.
Okay, so I move up to here, and let's see, I don't have too much left here. I'm looking a little tapped out from all the spells. They're taking a toll on my all the mental energy it takes me. But I let loose a firebolt. At
All right.
The dog.
At the wolf, all right.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Unbelievable. This is just nuts.
Spin into the room, shoot a firebolt, and it just goes, glances off the wall and just completely misses. You look down at your hands like, fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Thoradin, it's your turn.
Cool.
This wolf still seems very interested in you.
All right, so if I attack, I have a disadvantage, right?
Yes. You can use your move.
You broke up a little bit when you said
You can use your movement to stand up.
Yeah, and then
Did
I'm
you
not
get any
at
that time?
disadvantage. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my movement. I'm gonna push this wolf off, and then I'm gonna pull my sword out. I'm gonna, with both hands, just drive it into its neck.
All right, make your attack.
Oh, here we go, please. Gil needs a new pair of shoes.
All right.
All right, and this time Talon goes easily through this wolf's thin hide.
Can Hunter's Mark be transferred or still, or no? I should have said
Yeah.
that before.
Nope, I'm fine with that. It makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay, cool.
That consumes your bonus action, but
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna roll my regular damage first, which is 8 plus 4. Cool.
8 damage.
8.
All right, and then roll your d6.
Nice.
12.
That's 12 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
12 total.
All right. So you stand back up, all pissed off that this wolf took you down to the ground, a little embarrassed as your friends are kind of watching you, and then you swing Talon, and you hear this puppy-like yelping from this wolf. Definitely takes the aggression out of it. Carves clear across its like sort of neck and front area as it like reels back, almost like scrambles to the ground and then jumps back up to all fours. It's like panting. As blood is just sort of gushing out of it, and it's just growling and looking up at you at an odd angle.
All right.
Blackwin, it's your turn. Your little wolf friend here, and you have this drow elf woman standing to the side, just kind of talking to you guys.
Maybe we should tie her up or something.
I look at the dog, and I'm not getting involved in that. So I decide to bite the drow's face.
What?
You're gonna attack her?
What? Why are you attacking her?
All right, cool.
I mean,
Wait, wasn't he the one that was like mad that we were?
well, I know
You were,
guys
no,
were
he was
gonna
mad
do
you were
it anyway.
attacking the wolf. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't attack the wolf.
So you're gonna do another primal savagery. As you walk over, your teeth extend again into
No,
venomous
she's an
fangs,
NPC.
and you jump up and bite her. Go ahead and roll your attack.
She was gonna give us a quest.
Yeah, she's gonna give us a quest,
She
man.
had an
If I attack
exclamation
her,
point
she's not
above her
gonna
neck.
talk to us anymore.
No, Crooks, we're just kidding. Just attack the shit out of her.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
I mean, I'll bite the dwarf.
Oh, you should.
Alright.
Nice. That's a hit, man, for sure. She's bleeding.
Yes, you kind of like scramble over with your bugbear cloak on, and you leap up, and these crazy looking
God.
fangs come out, and you leap at her from the front this time, like vampire style, and like sink into her neck. Go ahead and roll the damage.
It's just 1d10, right?
I believe
says
so.
Oh, is that a Chobani?
That plus 5's your 2 hits.
Okay.
It's just a 1d10 damage. At level 5, it'll be 2d10. It'll
Ooh.
scale up.
Man, I don't like those things.
4 damage.
I have macaroni salad.
4 damage. Okay, so yeah, and your teeth sink in, and she kind of rips away, and she's like, what are you doing?
And I assume that we're just gonna have to fight anyway, and also I don't want to hurt the dog. Can you make the dog stop?
She says, this isn't my dog. I was here to make a transaction. I don't care what you do with these people. And
The
she
dog is
just
clearly
looked.
friendly to you.
She looks kind of a little horrified at you. And, Deckard, it's your turn.
So I step into this room for the first time. And so is this the first time that this woman is seeing me? She see anything to me?
It's the first time she's getting. It's the first time she's getting like a good look at you, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay, have I heard anything she's said?
Oh yeah, you guys are all. I mean, you're within like 20. So it's like standing across the the first floor of your house, and kind of you've heard, you've made out what the conversation was.
Can I make out with her? No.
Oh.
Crocus
shit,
just tried to do it with his
weird.
Dracula face.
Are there chairs at this
Yeah,
table?
there's
that you
four,
crushed?
there's 4 chairs around the table. Yep.
So I roll in, pretty nonchalant. I got my heavy crossbow over my shoulder. I glance over and I see Thoradin wrestling with this wolf. And just look away. And I walk over and I take my hat off, set it down on the broken table, sit down in a chair, and I kick another chair to her. And I say, what kind of transaction were you making?
She looks at you, and she now has like a sort of a amenable sort of look, and she says, "Oh, you must be the leader of the group." And she looks at the chair. She kind of looks around at all the chaos going around, and she shrugs and sits down in the chair across from you. And she says, "My boss sent me here to check on this operation."
Hang on, real quick. Hang on. One moment. I turn around, like sitting in the chair with my heavy crossbow, and I shoot the wolf.
I love it. I hope it fucking works. Or it doesn't, because I just want to see how mad you're going to get.
Oh, 26.
Oh,
Sorry, wait,
shit.
pause right 1 second.
You know, I'm
Why
glad
there's
you
so
did
much
that
yelling?
because I was gonna say, I got 5 fucking hit points and I'm wrestling with a wolf, and not one of you tried to fucking help me. Not one of
All right. I need to take like a 3-minute break. Let's take a 5-minute real quick after this. This is
Okay,
perfect
7's
timing.
fine.
So this crossbow bolt goes clear across the room. He's barely looking. He's almost like making eye still with the drow, and shoots it. And the wolf, who's kind of like entangled with Thoradin, goes flying off of Thoradin. It pierces through the wolf's chest, pins it up against the wall, and it just goes dead and silent. stops
Just for
making
fun.
growling.
I do 9 damage.
Yeah, he had 2 hit points.
Cool. And so I do this, and I'm like, I look back. You all right, Thornton?
Oh,
Hope Mander, you there?
oh, thank the gods. Oh, you saved me, lad.
I hope
All
you're
right.
happy.
That wolf almost had the best of me.
And at that, the
I
drow
told
looks at. Yeah. Go. Oh no. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I put my crossbow. I set it down next to me, leaning up against the chair, and I put my feet up on the remnants of the broken table, and I say, and then we can go back to conversation.
Yeah. So now after you do that, the drow finally she's like, you see her shoulders go a little bit more relaxed. She scoots her chair and she goes, finally someone reasonable with some skill. Let's figure this out. And I'm gonna need to take 5 minutes. I'm gonna go upstairs and beat the shit out of my son. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
I'm gonna
those
pee on
fucking
my
guys are
son.
gone.
Yeah, thank God those fucking guys are gone. Hopefully Ponchli's next.
No, he's gone.
Oh, so Adam, I've been meaning to tell you because I texted it in sports ball or whatever, but Peeps fucking loved Magic Hugs.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, we watched like all of them late night.
that's so good to hear.
He watched because what turned him on to it was, remember when I posted the Jim Carlsberg one in sports ball when you posted the thing about the NBA owners,
Yep.
and I wrote, I guess Jim Carlsberg isn't the owner anymore.
Yeah.
And so I showed him the Wolfman one. Oh my
Very
god, he
well.
was dying, man. Every time he went, ooh, he was just fucking dying.
Terry Clout.
He likes he prefers like the commercial ones. Like he liked the car dealership one.
So many good ones.
Oh, and Typical Chaz. He freaking lost it on Typical Chaz.
God, I love Terry Clout.
Are you watching it?
Yeah.
This time. Okay. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I was just talking computer sciences with my associate there.
I was just
I'm Terry
talking
Clout,
computer
aka the
sciences.
Wolfman. Of Terry Clout's Wolfman Computer Warehouse. I have over 15 years of experience.
So
in
many
every
computer
single
years
one
of
the
experience.
complex computer technologies. Desktops, laptop computers,
Laptop.
wires, jewel cases, jewel Osco, jewel bag, jewel the
Oh,
sea.
hey, I didn't
Jewels,
see you there.
The rocks. So Diamond here is always coming up to me and saying, when are the new betas gonna be released? She's also into
Did you dye
fire
your
wires and
beard?
Adam, if you want to do Lich King Wrath, so I'm walking.
now where my company excels
What?
is in our
Lich
free
King
demo
Demo walking this
workshops.
week, let me
They're
know.
world renowned.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this. This is the HP 1000 Toshiba Swift.
HP.
Just 6-speed processor. Just a 0 RAM. single fast.
6-speed
Okay.
progressor.
Now it's gonna be a little loud at first.
Shauna can handle an entire room full of
Net zero.
crazed 6-year-olds, but not
Every week at my workshops, I like to give one lucky customer
Hope she
a
doesn't
little
watch the stream.
one-on-one time. Show them a secret or two. The Wolfman here. Well, first you want to double click.
My favorite Shauna moment was
I know what double clicking is.
Doug whispering,
real fast.
Casa,
If it's not two
you're not good
really
enough.
fast clicks.
Shauna?
You're not gonna be. So come on down to Terry Cloud's Computer Wolfman Warehouse, where I'll satisfy your computer like I satisfy these here women.
Ew. Ew, are you kidding me? Dude, that's gross.
You're so short.
No, I don't think so.
Look, I don't think they like it.
I don't date trolls.
I don't date
You're
trolls.
not even 5 foot tall.
You're not even 5 foot tall.
No, on Route 5.
No, on Route 5. Oh my god. I need to have a night where I rewatch all of the Magic Hooks.
We did that at BlizzCon party once. But yeah, what's
I just, I was talking to my daughter. Yeah, telling her I missed everything tonight. And she says, she's like, are you using Mr. Lastoria's dice?
My reputation precedes me.
Yeah.
I'm just saving all the dice for the end of the campaign when we have to fight other things that are.
So I just posted a photo in Discord. The woman on the right, on a scale of 1 to fucking hideous, how ugly is she? So
on
this woman
on
and this
Discord
kid-
or
Yeah. So this woman on the right, and this is her son in the middle,
yeah,
at a lacrosse game earlier this year that Bobby was coaching, my brother.
right?
This kid swore. This woman was swearing my brother out from the sideline. And the kid, her son there, walked up and told Bobby to go suck his former coach's dick. Like right in Bobby's face.
Wait, so the mom was screaming obscenities, and then the kid said that?
That's
Yeah,
the
so-
mom. When did she
Yeah.
start having kids? In her 70s?
Yeah, I don't know. Long story short,
That's
my
cool.
brother's mentor who got him into lacrosse was the head lacrosse coach at Hudson. This woman and her son got him fired. It's like the best coach to ever coach at Hudson. And these fuckers just like treated my brother like shit. And my brother just sent me this photo of it. He's like, "Yeah, this is them." Like, I can see why this woman's fucking miserable. She's, oh my god. Sorry,
She's not
I'm
at
just
home.
raging
Not
over
at
here
home
silently.
watching The
She's one of
Bachelor.
those. Yeah, no, she's like one of the life of.
Oh,
Right.
you're breaking up a little bit.
You're cutting out.
No. Can you hear me?
Say
all
that
right?
again. Yeah,
She's just got a chip on her shoulder since
yeah.
forever, right? Because she's just and now she's taking it out on anybody that she can.
Freaking piece of shit. And then so all the coaches at the end of the year, they all rank players to find out if they make like first team all state, second team all state. All the coaches like teamed up against this kid, and they ranked him like way low.
No,
So
no snowball chance in hell.
So she tweets out, this is what my brother sent me originally, which is why I was looking at photos of her on her Twitter. She tweeted out, standing up to grading sociopaths and making the program better for a younger generation to never have to experience the abuse the athletes before them had to endure is more important than any win or postseason recognition.
What are you talking about?
Oh, what a con! She's so mad. That was like that was just her trying whatever she could to just dig deep into some fucking. Oh,
She tweeted
she's-
this, you said?
She tweeted it.
Where's the link to the tweet?
Oh my
I can't
God.
figure that out.
just what a hateful cunt. That
She's
just
madder
no
than
one
Alec.
likes. Yeah, she's raging. She's gonna have like 4 levels of exhaustion after that tweet.
That's the
Here it
link.
goes. Here it goes. I'm so excited. Setting up the grading section fast and making the environment.
I don't know this woman from Adam. I would love to just reply. What?
What I miss?
Oh my god, this is fantastic.
She's so hideous. Like, her kids are all hideous too.
Oh my god, they're all Neanderthals. Oh my god, look at her like cover photo. Those are all her kids? Oh my god, it's terrible.
I just fucking hate her. Like, it's the kind of thing where like I want to see her around town, and I
This
just
is gonna sound really bad, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And sorry to the stream, but her kids look like penises with wigs on.
I do.
The
What's
funny thing
wrong?
is, I was gonna say the son has the same hair as our brother Tim had his whole life.
what I love about this is we're all talking about it on the stream right now.
Yeah,
Why do you guys hate these people?
she probably watches.
She probably does. She's probably really into it.
Little, yeah, she looks like King Grohl.
Makes me so mad.
Oh, all right. So let's see where we're. So Decker.
Yep.
Kicked the chair over to her. She sat down. Killed the wolf. And she says, "Okay, now we can talk some business." She says, "I was here for one simple item, which this fellow," and she points at the split open King Grohl on the ground.
I look over. I go, "Oh shit! Is that Gundren?"
Oh, no, she's pointing at King Grohl, but
Oh,
he says, I'm not sure who the unfortunate dwarf here is. He was in this condition when I got here. I only got here just a bit ago. I was supposed to buy a parchment from King Groll for my master, and then you guys stormed in. He was trying to negotiate with me for, we had an agreement to a price, and your friend, again, she points to the dead King Groll, was trying to extort me for double the price that we agreed on. I'd be happy to sort of look for the item. Fellows, the original agreed on price, if work. I'm just here I just want to leave here with the parchment, and she holds up a coin purse, and she says, I don't care if I leave with this. And it's a pretty hefty sack of coin.
But y'all are glad I bid her now.
What kind of parchment are we talking about?
Just I'm not sure what's on the parchment. My superiors have asked that it remains sealed and that I don't open it on the way home. But King Groll, and she points again, I believe it was in his possession. He hasn't given it to me yet, so I'm going to have to search this place for it, I suppose. Unless you happen to know about it.
I don't know anything about a parchment, but I am curious. You got a name?
Yes, my name is Vareth.
Vareth.
Vareth, yes.
You got a brother named Varys?
Nope.
A eunuch?
I work for a gentleman named Nesnar, who is a collector of rare scrolls.
How much is Nesnar willing to pay for this parchment?
She again jingles the coins around. She says, I'd really just like to get out of here. He asked me to try to get the scroll for 150 gold, but he gave me an extra 50, which is in this bag, in case I needed to negotiate. If I'm able to leave here sort of freely, and I am able to find the scroll, you are more than welcome to the entire bag of coin. And based on the size and the weight of it, you believe there's 200 coins in there. She hasn't opened it to show you that they're gold coins, but you would believe that she's telling the truth.
What was her name? You were cutting out a little bit there.
Vareth.
Vareth.
Blackwind is standing right next to me, right?
Blackwind is standing right next to you.
Hello.
His fangs have retracted. He's still kind of looking like at her and you, and just kind of like, I bit her. Are we cool?
Sorry, I bit you.
I didn't know what was happening. It was like the heat of the moment.
Sorry, I
Sorry.
bit you.
It was the heat of the moment. It's been a long day.
How you feeling about this, Blackwind?
I think we should just let her give us the shit and let her go. I mean, whatever. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, that parchment could be pretty valuable.
Yeah, but we're gonna search the whole castle.
Hey, Alaric, you see anything interesting on King Groll over there?
Has anyone checked on Gundren?
No.
I look over at
I see nothing of importance here. From what Alaric's found so far.
The shit can.
Are you searching him, or are you just saying that?
Can we just take everything she has?
I've been browsing it. I guess since I've been questioned, I would search his corpse a little bit further.
So you're searching his corpse?
Yeah.
Any goodies?
He has a coin purse on him. That you can take, Alaric. 220 silver.
Okay.
And he has a little leather case that's sort of on his belt clip. and you pop it open, and you see three vials of red liquid.
There you go.
I'm gonna grab those.
Okay.
Minor healing potions.
You just mark them as vials of red liquid now, unless you want to like taste one.
Wow. Yeah, sure. I mean, if everybody's gonna go about discussing and bickering, I'm gonna inspect them further. Probably take a sample of each, or however I have to do it.
They're all. You could tell they're all the same from the size and color and viscosity of them.
Okay.
Nice word.
You pop a cork
Viscosity,
open
that's a
on
good word.
one, and you just take a taste, and you feel that like sort of you've had a healing potion before, so you can tell that sort of sensation of that, kind of like reinvigorate your sort of feeling and stuff, and you're like, it's a healing potion. I don't know what the
Deckard,
fuck I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think
say.
that we should work with her. But
So you have 3 healing potions,
Okay.
not
we don't have
minor,
to
but
kill
full.
her. And we should take everything that she has.
They're just called healing potions.
Yep.
Are
They're
you saying
regular
that out
healing.
loud, Blackwind?
Potion of healing.
Right
I
in
mean,
front
what's
of
she
her?
gonna do? Fight all of us?
3.
Yeah. Just give us all your stuff, and you get to leave with your life.
All right.
Right?
You
I
heard.
mean,
You heard
I'm
the
just
half elf.
throwing that out there.
I say that to her. I say, hey, you heard the half elf.
Give us your stuff.
She says, well, I guess the alternative to that deal doesn't sound really good for me. She says, my boss will kill me, but not as quickly as you guys will. And she drops the coins she drops the whole bag and she says, good luck to you, gentlemen. And she starts to walk out of the room.
Thank you.
Say,
Does she have anything else? Should we take?
No,
any-
no. I say, hold on now.
Hold on.
What
She
in the
looks at you
Sam
and
hell?
She says, sir,
Come back here, motherfucker.
there's
Motherfucker.
something else I can help you with?
Motherfucker.
I think
Get
there
over
is.
here, motherfucker.
Have her empty your pockets. Have her empty your pockets.
Where's the parchment?
She says, well, I'd like to find it. I don't think it's of value to you, gentlemen. But I was planning to kind of look through the rest of the castle and see if I could find it after you left.
That's fair.
I don't know how that's gonna fly. Hey, Gundren, are you up over there?
He's unconscious.
Damn it.
He's
So she's trying to get past me.
Yeah, she's now standing in front of you. Deckard had dressed her again, so she's looking back. She was striding for the door to leave.
Okay.
She dropped a coin purse on the table.
Mm-hmm.
While this talking's going on, I'm gonna go check out Gundren.
I tossed
Okay.
the stack of coins to Blackwind. I say we're gonna split that later.
Blackwind, you catch the
he can
coins.
have it, yeah.
Well, Blackwind, you have the coin purse in your hand.
You're cutting out a lot, Dan.
Can you tell why? Does it seem like it's
No, I'm.
Are you using your
not sure.
AirPods?
I'm not for mic. I'm using my Yeti. I just turned it to instead of detect sensitivity to whatever. Is this better?
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
It hasn't. All right. Tell me if it breaks up again. I appreciate you telling me. I'd rather fix it. Okay. So Blackwind, you catch the coin purse and you open it up, and you didn't count them all, but you're like, there's probably about 200 gold coins in this purse. True. Which is a hefty sum.
Very nice.
Guys,
You can add 200 gold Blackwind to your character.
Can I give it the 100 to Will right now so that we could just both have it?
Sure.
Let's split it. Let's split it among the party. It's like the spoils of the castle.
We could talk about this between sessions, but
Here,
one
I'll
thing...
I'll take 200 right now, and then we'll split it up evenly
Yeah.
afterwards.
Just make sure you have the 200 there, and we'll deal with it later.
I think one thing we'll do going forward is like a party inventory. We can maintain a sheet, like a spreadsheet somewhere. I think it'll be a lot easier. I think that makes sense. A lot of groups do that. We don't do that in our other campaign, but I like the idea of doing that. I think it's easier.
Cool. Now, looking around this room, as I'm glancing around, do I see any indication that the parchment? Because I'm fairly confident I know what this parchment is. So, as I look around the room, do I see any tube-shaped leather cases?
Nope. You see the same thing. You see, thick furs on the floor that are carpets. The old trophies hanging on the wall. A large bed to the north. A brazier or whatever of coals, and then the round table, which is now sort of collapsed on top of a squished goblin, and then the unconscious Gundren in the corner, and some chairs.
Hey Dan, what's this thing right here?
That's the brazier. Did you do that just so I'd have to keep saying brazier?
I was about to say, can you repeat what that was?
I knew he was doing that.
Is Gundren alive?
He is, yes, alive and unconscious. So he's breathing, but he's unconscious.
Do you want to skin that bugbear while it's still your turn?
Yeah, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's
I was
not
saying
here.
that I thought we were out of combat. That I didn't know Decker.
Oh, is it? So is it? Yeah. Are we still in turn?
We're on a combat pause as
Okay.
we're having a dialogue with
So-
this drow.
I want to. I don't know what Alaric. Kind of want Alaric to stop her from leaving. I don't trust her.
He
well,
certainly can, given his position in the doorway. You know what I mean?
That's why I said what I said before, because that's what I was doing.
Okay, cool.
I was
Say,
just gonna kind of hold up
locking
the right. I was like the bouncer.
Vareth, why don't you hang out here for just a minute? We got some things to. I got one thing I got to do in here, and I think that parchment you're looking for is a little bit more valuable than 200 gold.
She says, "Fair enough. If I don't find the parchment, it's worth nothing to me or my master. I don't know of its value other than what I was sent. Well, other than the gold I was sent with."
At her feet, I start skinning this bugbear. I get up, throw my hat on, pull out my dagger.
Your bedagger. My bedagger.
She leaps off of the corpse as you come over, and she kind of leaps backwards away from Alaric and the corpse, and she looks down, a little bit disgusted, but go ahead and roll a survival check.
Now she could just disappear again, so her sticking around is probably a good sign.
Oh
Son of a
no.
bitch. Sorry, Crocus.
That's all right. Do I at least get like socks out of that, or is it just useless?
So so Decker takes his dagger and he sticks it in the back and he starts carving like a nice, he's just trying to get that nice, like, kind of get the big cut around it. And then suddenly starts going into a crazy hiccuping fit, and he just starts like stabbing all over the place, and he tries to stop himself, and he's just left with a big shredded mound of fur and guts. You can't get much more than a handkerchief, a bugbear handkerchief out of what's left. It's like he had a damn seizure in the middle of carving this
I
thing up.
appreciate the effort, Deckard.
Just so I understand, is this
Thank
what
you,
I
Dagger.
stumbled into? Are you have you been making clothing for him?
No, he just made my.
Does Spargle ask that? Does Spargle ask me?
Sure. Yeah. I say,
What do you say?
Are you making clothes or trying to make clothes for him?
Well, I made the cloak he's wearing. Didn't do too well here. Don't know what we're gonna get out of this bugbear, but yeah, Blackman's a fancy for the. He likes wearing other people's skin, I guess.
I do.
I turn back to.
Vareth watches this whole thing in just utter disgust now that you've just been hacking away at this thing. Like, it's like you came into it with such confidence that you knew what you were doing, like a doctor walking into the room, and then like the doctor walking in with his like gloves on and his scalpel, and then you just start slashing up your patient.
Especially after that cool like over the shoulder wolf kill.
Yeah,
It is just totally
It's like a total contrast to that. But yeah, he's a complete mutilation now.
That's all right. We'll find more bugbears. I'll get the whole set.
with like blood all over my hands and everything, I turn to Vareth and I say, "Well, we're gonna find that parchment ourselves. You don't have a towel, do you?"
She looks around and she says, "I'm sorry, no." She says, "I'm sure the parchment isn't worth anything to you. I've already paid you."
Let's stop acting like we don't know what the parchment is. It's extremely valuable. It's extremely valuable.
What is it?
Well, it's worth. Yes, I agree. I've traveled very far with 200 gold pieces to purchase this scroll.
There are people. There are people who would sacrifice their children for that map.
That, given who my boss is, I believe that to be true. But I also believe that a lot of children in this region aren't worth 200 gold pieces.
Who's her boss?
Children, you say that. Come again. Hope man, did you hear what she just said?
She said, "I think most of the children in this area aren't worth 200 gold pieces."
I'm inclined to agree with her.
Why don't you like children, you filthy bitch?
Yeah, it's not that I do. It's just that this whole country's full of peasants and unimportant people.
Who are you to decide the value of a life?
She's a drow, guys.
I don't
What
care
they
if she
do.
was Jesus Christ himself. I don't give a shit.
And she says, "We're all professionals here. We're in it for the coin, which I think I've supplied amply. I don't know what more you want from me."
All right, so then I give her a backhand.
Oh no.
Seriously?
Oh,
No, just let her go.
No, you can. You can.
yeah, why not? I don't like what she said.
All right, make your unarmed
Why
attack.
are you
against
hitting
her.
a woman?
What? I don't know what that was. Did I just roll? No, that's not. Okay. Yeah, why am I hitting her? Why do you talk to animals that want to fucking kill us? Okay, you want to talk about the real questions?
Get the animal to attack
It's
the bad
fucking
guys.
Sunk its teeth into me, and all you want to do is have a
You know what?
conversation.
Pray to the light. Pray to get your hit points back.
Go eat a spider, you prick.
Go eat a spider, you prick.
Hold on.
Unarmed attack roll.
I think it's 20 plus 5. It's got me all fucking heated.
Yep, that sounds right.
This chick has to be so freaked out at this point.
Okay, yeah, you smack her right in the face, and she takes 4 damage. This kind of like this kind of like sends her back, and she looks down at you, and she says, "Okay, it seems that we have some trouble here, even though I've given you everything that you've asked."
I apologize for my friends, ma'am.
I just don't trust you. I don't understand. I don't
Why
like
are
that
you
you.
apologizing to a drow?
Because she's been reasonable with it. Like, just because she's a drow, I'm not racist.
Nobody's racist. I don't like how she disvalues people's lives.
Hey,
Can
Dan,
anybody,
just
can
killed a
anybody
bunch
wake
of
guns
goblins.
up?
Who's
Anybody
being
got that?
racist? They're
You just said, why are you being nice to a drow?
all evil.
Have you ever heard of
The-
Druid Jordan?
The
Or his
two
father,
males
Zach Nassian?
that are not evil.
There's also a good chick in the later books.
Okay, is this the one?
No, but it shows that they can be nice.
Holy
You
shit!
just said
Crocus.
that children weren't worth 200 gold.
Yeah, man. So you would value the wolf's life at 200 gold, but not the children.
She just
okay?
said it. It's not like there was a
mean-
kid standing next to her and she was like, "I'm gonna kill this kid because he's worthless." She just said a thing. Like, let's not get all offended.
All right.
But
Thorin
Let's get back to the parchment.
Thorin backhands her, and her head spins, and some blood comes out, and she goes, she says, clearly we're not on the same page here, and her eyes dart around, and she starts making a mad dash for the door. She's just trying to get away. So she's gonna run, and she's gonna run through Alaric.
Hang on, but as she's running, I want to do something.
Okay, well, so you and Alaric both get an attack of opportunity or whatever action you want to take,
Okay.
and
So-
then it'll be Spargle's turn.
I'm gonna draw my hand crossbow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot her. And I'm
As
gonna-
as she's trying to kind of get away.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at her.
We just ruined everything.
Are we gonna get
There's
to
no
loot her
ruin.
if we
There's no
kill her?
ruin or anything. It's all.
We kill everything.
Are you shitting me?
It's 2 in a row.
That's what you get.
Dude, I swear to God, this game is rigged, man. Roll 20's rigged.
I disagree
alright,
to
so-
strongly disagree.
You fire that your hand crossbow at her as she's trying to like dart past you guys, and it just misses completely.
I have a
Um,
+8 hit. I've hit twice tonight.
Yeah, that's bananas. That's fucked up.
No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I've hit 3 times in 2 sessions.
Well, you'll be doing
After
that.
the hide fiasco and then that, I'm just like, are you all right, man? You feeling okay?
You been eating spiders?
You've been eating. You haven't been eating. You shouldn't eat those.
All right, so Spargle. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Alaric, you also get your attack of opportunity. If you don't stop her or kill her, she's gonna get past you.
Okay. So I'm
'Cause
going
this is
to.
still her action. Her action of moving. You guys are getting the free attacks.
Right. I mean, with my greatsword still in my hands, I'm gonna do my best to, like, take a slash at her legs as she's running past, but like go for like her lower legs. I'm just trying to maim her as much as I can. $22 to hit.
So you're attacking. You're not trying to like grapple her or anything.
Nope, I'm attacking.
Okay.
I'm just
so that's a good hit.
I'm just aiming low in hopes that I fucking Achilles up or back of her knee or chop her calf in half. Definitely aiming low.
She tries to high step it, but you catch her calf, and you get a hit in there. So go ahead and roll the damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Yeah, and you hit her calf pretty good, and it like sweeps her leg a little bit. She's quick and agile. She lands back on her feet, and she runs through that doorway that Deckard came through, and then slams the door behind her.
Someone wake Gundren up.
I have a potion.
It's Spargle's turn.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15.
Just so you guys know, I'm gonna have to shut it down here shortly.
Okay, so I run to there, and I throw the door open. Do I see her?
Yeah, you see her scrambling towards this this canvas that's over here.
Okay, I'm gonna
But
go ahead.
that's it. Yep, she's still just trying to escape, and you can tell that she's kind of heading towards that canvas.
All right, I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on her.
Okay, go ahead and roll that up.
Well, I don't roll. You do a
Wisdom save.
Dave, isn't it?
Oh, you don't have to make an attack?
no.
All right, hold on 1 second. That's your last spell slot you got left?
My last last period actually.
So she has to make a Wisdom 14 save?
Yep.
Okay, she saved.
Nah, some bitch. Well, I've been completely useless tonight. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, so yeah, you run out and you kind of like cast your spell on her, and she looks and shrugs it off. Sees you right on her heels, and is still sort of clamoring for the door. Thoradin, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm pissed that this bitch is running. I'm pissed. And I say, I'm gonna get her, don't worry, lads. 5, 10, 15, 20.
How does it work with the door being shut? Like he just opens it?
Oh, yeah.
That door's open, because
Okay.
Spargle had opened it.
Okay.
Cast hideous laughter on her.
Right.
Good call out right there.
Yep. So you're good there.
And I want to tackle her to the ground.
You're gonna grapple her.
I'm gonna grapple her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a melee attack. So it's like your unarmed attack.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait. You use attack action if you're able to make blah blah blah.
I can do something else. It's fine.
Make grapple check. Oh, instead of an attack roll. No, you have to do a strength athletics check.
Okay.
Contested by her strength, or I'm going to use her acrobatics. So her dex.
All right, so I'm gonna do a 20 plus 3 instead of a 20 plus 5.
That's right. Yeah, you can re-roll it because I told you the wrong thing. A 14, and she's got to roll because she's agile rather than trying to like forcefully get away from you. She's gonna roll. Okay. So she failed miserably. She didn't even expect you to like. She was like so worried about Spargle and the shit he was doing that she doesn't even see you kind of come out of the side and just sort of like tackle her right around the ankles. Just bring her to the ground, and she tries to high step it, but you grab both of her legs and you tackle her. So now you and her are grappled on that spot.
Okay.
And Blackwind, it's your turn. How much time do you have, Blackwind, before you're like really kicked out here? Can you go another 10, 15?
I could do 10.
Okay.
Does she have? Are we gonna be able to? Are we trying to kill her? Like, does she have like 500 hit points because she's a drow, or? Because I was gonna inspect Gundren, but I could also just run over there and lay a Eldritch Blast on her or something.
You do whatever you want, sweetheart.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get. I mean, like, do we want to? Can I talk to her and be like, she's beat up? Like, can she surrender again?
You can run up to her, and Thornton now has her like wrestled to the ground. You can talk to her while she's incapacitated.
Yeah, we're mud wrestling.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
what
I
do you
want
say to
to
her?
I want to be like, what do we want from her? She doesn't know where the parchment is, right?
I don't know where the parchment is.
Do you know where the parchment is?
She says, I told you, I don't. The bugbearer had it. He didn't give it to me. I was going to search this place for it. I gave you my coins. What are you doing to me? And when
I'm
she says,
sorry,
when
I'm
she
not-
said that, so when at the end of that sentence, her voice breaks to a not female voice. Suddenly it sounds like a more alien-ish type of like kind of voice. And you notice her face sort of start warping a little bit. And you start to see like her eyes shape shift and her nose kind of shape shift. And then her face sort of reforms back into a drow. And then she maintains her composure for a quick second. And she kind of clears her throat. She's like, I gave you the coin. If you gentlemen would please let me be, we could move along and not cause any more trouble.
I mean, she's the one that's pinned. Or what are you? I saw your face get all fucked up there.
At that point, she looks at you. She looks at Thord, and she struggles a little bit more to get up. And then she starts spitting and then just kind of like shaking as her face completely melts down into. Let's see, what can I find here? Sorry, I need 1 second.
Oh, get it out.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm not good at this. Hold on. Player handouts. Here we go. You see that?
Oh shit.
Oh, doppelganger.
Goppeldanger.
We ran into
All right,
that.
so
And
I just
now you don't hear a human-ish voice at all. It's more of like just more of a grating sort of alien-like voice. And you hear this creature say, "You fall humanoids. You've ruined the plan. Do with me what you wish. You'll never find the map. The black spider will reign."
Spiders, you say?
So this is why the drow wasn't as threatening.
So I kneel down next to where Thoradin is got him pinned, whatever it is, and I decide to bite its face.
At this stage of the game, you guys can kill this doppelganger if that's your intention. It's pinned, it's wounded. I'm not going to run through the rest of the attacks. You guys have the advantage. There's no way it can get away.
I mean, I figure we can search for the parchment. Like, this thing's not going to help us. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
there's
yeah,
reason to
kill
keep
it.
alive.
It's like a suicide bomber at this point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot him and kill it.
Oh.
Yeah, let Matt piss and shit on him and throw up, and then we'll kill it.
So you kill it.
Nothing fancy. Just
If that's what you want, you could finish it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to
And
take.
have
Can we take its head as just as a thing? I don't know.
You want to shit down?
Absolutely.
That's
I-
cut its head
I
off.
go over
Why don't
it.
you have Deckard roll a survival check to see how well he cuts its head off?
Oh God. Okay.
Oh no, Will, come on, baby. Don't fuck this up. Yes. There you go.
What'd you get that time?
20.
19, 22. Yep. All right. This time, for whatever, you don't know what was wrong with him before, but Deckard just kind of. It almost looks like he's like this is his job, man. He holds the head up and just one clean just stroke, and the head of the doppelganger comes straight
Deckard
off.
has Parkinson's. He's just not telling anybody.
And I just palm it by the head because it's bald. And I just hand it over. I just hand it over like upside down, like with the open neck up. I hand it to Thoradin. Who wanted it? Thoradin,
Me.
right?
And I stick my hand in there and I start working it like a sock puppet.
Oh my god!
And I go, oh, I'm not.
I'm a drow.
I'm the sick one. I'm the weird one.
Crocus is like, I just had chocolate covered spiders.
And then just to keep things moving, because I know we're tight on time here, I'm gonna run back. I have a healing potion in my equipment. I'm gonna administer it to Gundren.
Okay. As soon as the liquid sort of hits his lips, and I really do want to finish this, but if Crocus, if you gotta go, we gotta go. So you let me know.
Well, I want us to be able to get a long rest. So
I'd want to get to the next point too. Yep. So Gundren wakes up and he looks around and he is super confused for about 15 seconds. He doesn't know where he's at. He's looking around. He looks terrified at first. Then he sees dead bugbears. He sees the dead bugbear and other things, and he looks at you, and it takes him a while to like sort of get his bearings. And he looks around and he goes, "You found me." He goes, I suck at dwarf voices. I wish Matt could do that. I always sound like a fucking the Lucky Charms guy when I try to do a dwarf voice.
Nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, in a dwarf accent, he's like, "Yeah, you guys found me." So he goes, "I don't know, I don't know what happened. Where's Sildar?"
So Gundren, it's a long story. Sildar, you're not here right now. We saved you. We can explain everything later, but I'm just concerned with one thing right now. Where's the map?
He says, "That is exactly what I'm concerned about.
right.
All of this is for naught if we don't find the map. My brothers, my sacrifice. Sildar, is he still alive?"
Yeah, he's alive, but
Oh,
the map.
thank God.
You know where it might be?
The map. He points to the absolutely mutilated pile of bugbear flesh and hair, and he's like, "Well, the bugbear king here had it. He was negotiating with a female drow who works for the Black Spider. He was trying to squeeze her for more money than they agreed upon. That's when I tried to kind of sneak out, and I got jumped by a wolf, and that's the last thing I remember."
Can I inspect the room? See if there's any like hidden areas, any
Lift the
spots
rugs.
on the wall, any.
What you have to tell me what you're inspecting. All of
I'm
you.
looking at the walls. I'm looking for hidden compartments in the walls or in the
You're looking for hidden compartments in the walls. Look, roll an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna that doppelganger you showed us the picture.
Oh my
of,
god! Oh my god!
It doesn't have like
It's fine. It's fine.
clothing
Everything's fine. Will.
or anything where it could hide an article, does it?
Will's gonna make a new
What are the
character.
statistical chances of 3 1s in a row?
Do it. It's
5.05 times 0.05
times 0.05.
Yeah.
3 times. That's right.
What is it?
0.0025% chance. You should go play the Mega Millions tomorrow.
Or definitely don't play the Mega
Drow-
Millions tomorrow.
The drow, when it resumes its normal form, has no compartments or any belongings on it whatsoever.
Okay, so it's just a body.
It's just a body now laying on the ground.
Does it have a dick?
Also, it's male for what it's worth, or not female at least. It's non-gender specific. It's non-binary. Why you gotta be so binary about your drow?
It's two-spirit.
fucking genders?
I'm glad
It's
we
trans
cleared that up.
asterisk male.
Pansexual.
Pansexual drow.
Demisexual.
All right, so Deckard, you find nothing. Anybody else searching?
What's under the rugs, under the brazier, under the all shit?
Okay, that's a bed and the brazier. Why don't you roll investigation on those?
And I'll search these crates around here.
Okay, roll investigation on those.
Can I flip these beds down here?
All right, Thoradin, doesn't matter what you do, Punch. Thoradin, as you are searching the bed and you lift it up, you see a stitched leather sack that has 160 electrum pieces in it.
Oh,
There's another form of currency, so you can go ahead and take those.
oh my god!
And you find,
What are you oh my godding about?
that was me dropping the mic, dropping the module. Oh shit. You find Gundren's map to Wave Echo Cave.
I always find all this shit. I always find everything.
You know how much? That's what 1,600 gold.
No.
Huh?
like
No,
it's
no, no,
worth
no,
less
no,
than
no, no.
gold.
It's worth less than gold. It's like a little bit more than silver. It's like
So I
double
take this-
silver.
I take the stack of Electrum and I I say, hey Deckard, I know you probably want to buy some fucking horse feed or some shit with it. Go ahead, there you go.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Um,
How
so
much
you
did I get?
find-
160.
Yeah, 160 electrum pieces.
160.
Yeah, it was 160 Electarium.
So you have the map in hand. It is not in the scroll case. It's actually just a loose leaf map. If you guys remember back to like session 1 or 2, you found the empty scroll case when they ambushed Gundren. When you hold it up, Gundren leaps up at you, a fellow dwarf, and he's like, "Oh, brother, you found me map. Oh, this saves my life. This is everything. It makes it all worth it. You guys are my heroes."
So as he says that, I start to get like kind of like I got to sneeze. And I sneeze and I sneeze right into the map and I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say it's like mortified. I would have made you roll for it, and if you rolled well, all the ink just fucking ran together, and it's just a page of snot. But no, he's like the kid. He's like the videos where you watch when the kid opens the Nintendo for Christmas and didn't think he was getting one. He's that giddy right now. He's like, oh my god. He looks around and he goes, it's almost midnight. I gotta get this back to Phandalin. My brothers will be so happy. What can I do for you? I mean, you've done everything that I asked you. I never knew that this was going to cause you guys so much trouble, and that we'd be taken captive. But you've saved my life and my life's work. I owe everything
pleasure.
to you.
Oh, pleasure, lad. Anything for a fellow dwarf of the mountain.
Do you give him the map?
No, we're gonna hold on to it.
Okay. He looks like he's kind of like got his hand still out a little bit, and he's like, can I have it?
I'm gonna hold on to it, lad. I'll keep it safe, and safe is where I'll keep it.
Says, I don't understand. We had an agreement. Sildar and I were paying you for safe travel and to keep us protected, and I'm so grateful that you came here to rescue me and my map. Well, I don't understand.
Well, wait, it's his map. It's his. It belongs to him.
Yeah, so back to the session one.
Right.
It was Gundren and Sildar and Gundren's brothers had found this map to this
Right.
lost
To the
cave, and they paid you guys to escort some supplies, but they went ahead of you and were ambushed, and you've been on their trail ever since.
Right. Okay. So I say to Gungeon, I say, why don't we go find Sildar, and then I'll give it to him and you can all go together, and we all live happily ever after.
He says, "Oh, so you'll escort me back to Sildar and then give me the map?"
Yeah, I think that's.
He says, "Absolutely. It sounds like a great idea. I think there'd be a few more coin in it for you, just for the safe escort. I was a little nervous about taking this back to Phandalin myself."
I hope there's a little more coin for the map too. I mean, we only got like 60 gold for coming on this damn trip for you. I expect.
Well, once me and my brothers find the cave, we expect to be extremely wealthy, and we could certainly use a group of highly paid bodyguards in our expedition.
I'd like some. When we have time, I want to talk about some equity in the mine. I'd like to have a little passive income for our group here while you guys.
Well, depending on the state of my brothers and the Lord's Alliance support, I think that's extremely reasonable. We could, and as he's talking, you now kind of, you are all suddenly acutely aware of the fact that it is absolute midnight at this point. The moon has hit its sort of apex. The sky almost looks too inky dark.
Can we see through? Is the roof caved in on this castle?
No, it's not. It's open sky in this tower. And you suddenly hear a number of you hear a sort of symphony of wolf howls.
Oh
that
no!
You hadn't heard before, kind of like popping in and out from all different directions. You're hearing these wolf howls, and you're starting to get this sense of just this sort of eerie sort of feeling that all of you guys have this sort of like sinking feeling for some unknown reason as you look up at the moon that is just sort of bright and almost like just glaring down at you. It just strikes you as kind of odd.
So, from where I'm at, what's the view like? Like, can I?
You of everybody are staring at that moon.
Okay, so I look and I hear the noise, and I see the moon, and I reach down into that cloak, and then I pull out Glassstaff's head, and I'm gonna just hold it like right in front of my view of the moon.
Undren looks at you, your party members look at you. Everybody's got this just like uneasy, creepy feeling for some unknown reason. When you lift that head up, the wolf howls, almost like you hit the mute button on your TV, blink out. Like you'd heard like this symphony of wolves howling and howling. As you lift the head, they all go dead silent. All right. I need everybody at the same time to make a wisdom or a wisdom savings throw. So it's whatever your if you look under your savings throw, you have wisdom and it's a plus whatever. Add that in for me if you don't mind.
13 for Lark.
Okay.
15 for Thornton.
Oh my god.
I got 20.
I got a 6.
Okay. Gundren is like looking around, and he's not sure what's going on, and he looks over towards Thornton. You have the map.
Yeah.
And even in all this like weird creepiness that's circling around you guys, he's starting to reach out towards your map. Through the there's arrow slits. I don't know if you guys can see these arrow slits, and the doorways. So basically, every opening around this building, you suddenly see like Spider-Man Venom, this black sort of swirling, oily, viscous sort of smoke. Crocus, we're like 2 minutes, bud. Tell him I'll be done in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So this smoke starts swirling around, and all of you drift into a deep sleep and go unconscious. And we're gonna end the session right there.
Good deal.
Do we get a long rest?
Did we gain a level?
Did we level?
Oh wait, we can't fireside then.
We don't
Sorry,
fireside
you
anyway.
can't fireside, but you did get a level. You guys are done with the Lost Mines of Phandelver, and the next session's going to pick up with a huge surprise that I can't wait to get going.
Oh, we're dead.
So are
Did
we
we
all
die?
sleeping right there?
Oh, we're
You
dead.
guys were all surrounded by a swirling black smoke that kind of circled around you.
Are we
As
going to
soon
class change now?
As soon as Sparkle lifted the head up, this smoke started pouring in. The wolves stopped, and you all drifted into a deep sleep. And that's all you guys know at this point.
So when he lifted
So I get
that-
surrounded by a thick black cloud of smoke?
So
Yes.
this had nothing to do with Gunrin, right?
So what's the next thing?
So I'm just curious.
Phandelver.
There was a point where there was a lot of talk back and forth, and I wanted to do a deception check, I guess, on Gundren. Would that have made any difference in what happened?
Maybe.
He can't tell you that. And what
No,
about that
well-
shitty bird?
Oh yeah.
What about that stupid fucking bird you made a big deal of?
The
This is
screeching.
worse
Hey
than
man, sometimes you guys won't always. find
what about the
everything.
banshee? We never found the banshee. There's so many threads that we never. There's so many.
Yeah, well, we can always talk about it later, but yeah, there's things you'll miss.
All right,
Alright.
Crocus, have a good one, brother.
So seriously, that's where we're gonna end it, and the next session should pick up off of a kind of different direction here. It'll be
With
interesting.
a shitty bird.
Sweet. Hey, Will.
What's it called? What's the next
Yeah.
thing called?
Will, you got to stop wearing your hat.
No, he
Why?
doesn't. It's
Because-
even better for the next part.
No, because you keep rolling shit.
Oh,
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
It's
Yeah,
the
he's
hat.
right about
Marie brought it up, so you got to
Dan,
stop
what's
wearing
the
the
next
hat.
thing called?
Who brought it up?
Marie
I'm
did
not gonna tell you
in
yet.
chat.
I would rather get through the next session before I.
But it's like a
reveal
whole
what it-
campaign, like it's a whole listed thing.
So real quick, you guys got to tell me. The next thing that we're gonna go on a scale of like depth and seriousness and layers of intrigue and detail and longevity. This was like a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, and the thing we're going to is about an 8. It's going to be a massive amount of work and preparation and shit for me to do, but I'm way into it, and I think it's going to be. I want it to be like the magnum opus of our D&D careers, and I'm queuing it up for that. And I've already got so many things hooked in to make this happen.
How did you pick it?
Based on what some of you guys told me. Earlier, I asked you guys, and you guys gave me some feedback, and this is what I picked, and I think it's going to be perfect for this party. And there's things, I don't want to say anything, but there's already been a lot of stuff that you guys don't even realize have led to this, and will continue to, and I'm super amped for it. And this is the transition, and the beginning of the next session will be balls deep into that.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
I'm in.
All right, man.
See you,
Thanks.
Crocus.
guys, roommates. Sorry.
See you, Crocus.
No, it's all
Good
good.
night.
I'll see you later.
See you, dude.
All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna end the
thanks,
stream so we can talk shit about Crocus.
Thank God that fucking.
That guy's fucking gone.
All right, everybody that stopped by and watched, appreciate it.
Yeah. So thanks, everyone. I want to thank our viewers. You couldn't do it without you. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow Adam's Etsy shop. You can buy
I don't have an Etsy shop. Don't listen to this guy. Okay, see you guys. Thanks for watching.
Craftable miniatures.